What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dudes Talk Shit, episode 49. Um, we are waiting on TJ, the Chicago kid, or TJ Eyes married now, uh, to get on here. He's not on here yet, but did you hear skipping in that intro?
I heard a lot of gunshots. I
So you didn't
don't
hear
know
like
what.
skipping?
No, I thought it was clean. So
Okay, maybe it's my computer. I don't know. Maybe it's
mm.
something with my computer. But welcome to episode 49, everybody. We got Bryan 3SL Lyles. I'm the boy, the Trump, the people's Trump. And Bryan at 3SL Lyles stands for what again?
Threesome.
Bryan,
That's what Bryan Threesome Lyles.
Bryan Threesome Lyles, because he is an expert in threesomes.
Yes.
Yeah, that pretty much. We gonna
Pretty
get
much it.
That's pretty much it. Pretty much it. We're gonna get into a lot tonight. We're gonna talk shit. That's why the show's called Dudes Talk Shit. I got my second cup. I'm gonna get some more.
Oh Lord.
So y'all know how that works. We're waiting for TJ to get here. I don't know what happened to him. Did he get locked up? Did the nigga get arrested? Or
his wife told him, no, you gotta do the laundry first.
Yeah, because he's married now. You know, he's married now, so he has no freedom. He gotta do podcasts when he's scheduled to get some free time. You know what I'm saying? We got some special guests coming in a few minutes as well. Let's start off. I'm gonna tell y'all a story about me and my boy Warreese. We friends. I think you met Warreese before. On my birthday last couple of years ago, we all went out in Baltimore.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. So me and him joke a lot, and we call each other the N-word. Not nigga. We call each other nigger.
Oh, okay.
Just fucking around. You know what I'm saying? So we having, I guess it's a moment of fun. We go out and say, guess what, man? Hey, look, let's go out there and I'm gonna just call you nigger out in the street. You know what I'm saying? So we go out in the street and so we go to the shopping center. He go, hey, nigger, like that to me, right? And I said, what, nigger? Like that. And we did real loud, you know what I'm saying? And we just wanted to see the reaction. We should have recorded this shit because we black and we saying that word. You know what I'm saying? So the first thing we looked at was the white people around us, and they were looking like, can I say it, please? Can I please say it one time, please? Can I please say it? Like that. It was like, don't you dare say that shit. You know what I'm saying? So we were just having fun around, and it's little shit we do like that to have fun, man. It was what day was that? It was a couple of days ago. A couple of black people I saw around there were actually laughing at us and shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you tried that, huh?
Yeah, if you did record, I don't know if you've been seeing the new video meme of these two animals that are like distant apart, and one say, "Hey, you," and they're yelling. One person yelling, the other was yelling back. If you put your comments and say, "Hey, nigger," back, with the animals, it'll be funnier.
Yeah, that would be some funny shit right there. That was, I need to make a meme out of that. But no, it's just some shit like that we do. I'm telling y'all, get some free time, go out with your girl or your boy, and just call each other nigger in public real loud. Just do that. That's what I would say. Just try it. You know what I'm saying? And see what happens. I don't know. You gotta be in the right area for that shit though.
Yeah. Or the right state of mind or the right person to have that conversation.
Exactly. So other than that, man, what's been going on with you?
Not much. Just been good old quarantine life. Actually, I gotten an offer to help out on another podcast off the Rip Radio Network. Which is 1 day a week, and which is fine with me. And anything else, mind you, the logo that you see in the background in the beginning, I created that out of my spare time.
You made that logo for us, the new logo.
Yeah. So I dabbled a little bit on my Adobe Illustrator, and I created the new logo for our other podcast, No Filter Sports.
Yes.
And because again, the main thing about it is trying to create, the circular logos are like the new in thing now, and trying to do the undercut of the name, because initially I was having problems with it. So I wasn't really a big fan of Illustrator. I'm more into Photoshop, but Illustrated, that you get those clear cut shapes and the way you know how you want to make things look. So so I had to do the video tutorial. So I went to good old YouTube, found some tutorials, and you know the sad part about those things is you gotta stop and do the thing and then start again and rewind, you know, because you could not only miss some things, but you want to do the act that they're telling you, but they say it so fast that you know it's like, you know, clockwork for them. And then you get to the point where it's like, oh damn, they did this, so you got to rewind it back, and then you got to do it again and all that stuff. It's like, okay, instead of like actually having a live teacher who probably could guide you through, no, you have to do it like this in a nice pace that you probably like. But in YouTube, you got to stop and pause, rewind, do the thing, and say, see if it works or not. Yeah, you get frustrated after that. I was at the
editing and shit, because every time, the first time I fuck up, I'm done.
Right. So it gets to that point where you're kind of like, God damn it. I mean, you get frustrated and you feel like, fuck this. I don't want to do this anymore. But I'm a patient guy, so I was able to pull it through, and you get what you got. So
okay. Well, it looked good. So I appreciate it. It. Well, real quick, just want to give a shout out to Vince Russo and Vince Russo, the brand, and also Vince Russo's network, who this show is exclusively on, Vince Russo's network. For those that don't know, you know, Vince Russo used to write for the WWE and Attitude Era, so we appreciate him giving us the opportunity to put this podcast on his network. So yes, indeed. So I think it's about that time. We're gonna bring on our guest. I see y'all in the background. You ready?
She's nodding.
All right, so I want to introduce y'all to Miss Wendii B.
Woohoo! Hi, Wendii. It's been a minute.
Hi, Bryan. How are you? Oh my God, I haven't seen you in a while.
Yes.
You looking beautiful as usual.
I'm looking ethnic. My hair ain't done.
Yeah, there you go.
I had to pull all this together.
And before we bring our other guest on, we want to talk to you for a minute. So,
oh yes,
just getting real quick. You know, we gonna, of course, this show's fun, but I know you got your own show that you had that's coming back soon, right?
Yeah. So instead of doing it, you know, my late night freak show, we're gonna do a midday pause. You got so much going on. Everybody's, you know, teleworking, and this COVID just messed up a lot of things. So we have more time than a day, you know, and so we're just gonna call the midday pause of Pink Lips, and I'm gonna talk some shit during the midday.
Okay.
Break the monotony, you know.
Okay.
I can't wait. You know how I get.
I know how you get. I know. Now, can we tell it just real quick that, you know, you recently just went through some stuff?
Please do. Yes, I shared. So
with COVID, right? So tell everybody with COVID.
I actually am a COVID survivor. Horrible. So actually, my mother went to the hospital first with what we thought was regular, like pneumonia. She had some issues already, pre-existing conditions, so we thought it was just pneumonia. Went to the hospital to see her because at this time they hadn't shut down anything. This is March. Went to see her in the hospital. She was doing great. Complained about the food, so I knew she was okay. I said, "Well, Mama, I'm gonna run out of town for a split second and come right back." And she said, "Okay." And she said, "Well, you know, I'll get my grandson to pick me up." I said, "Okay." But something didn't sit right, so I didn't go anywhere. And I went back to see her like 2 days later, and I could tell she was like, you know, not feeling well, you know, a little different from the couple of days, but she was still okay. And so she had like multiple COVID tests, I think by this time too, and they both were negative, and I was fine. So I said, okay. So the next day, they locked down visitation, so we couldn't go back up there. And she was on oxygen. She called me and I could hear. I said, "What are you?" She said, "I'm on oxygen." I said, "Why?" She said, I don't know what happened. You know, mind you, she didn't think COVID. You know, they were tested, but it was negative, so she's thinking it's pneumonia. Right. I said, "Okay, Mom, are you okay?" She said, "Yeah, I'm on oxygen." The next day, she ended up having to get on a BiPAP. They were arguing, talking about if she didn't get better, they were going to put her on BiPAP versus a ventilator. Now, mind you, at the same time, when she's going to, when she's seeing if she can, if she's, you call it desatting, like her pulse ox was going down, I started feeling sick. And I was at home taking my weave out, and I had a headache, and I felt kind of not really feverish because it just wasn't clicking. Right. I took some Excedrin, which has Tylenol in it, you know, which break your fever, and I would feel better. Right. And then it would come right back. My headache. I said, "Oh, my head is hurting," and I just felt weak. I said, "Give me a thermometer," and so I couldn't find a thermometer anywhere. I had someone bring me one from the store. It was like 102.3. I said, "Oh my God." Mind you, I'm not thinking COVID. I'm like, okay, I think I'm okay. But that just felt so bad, like quickly, like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
My son took me to the ER because my husband was working. And again, they did the COVID test. They touched my brain.
Damn.
And sent me home.
Mhm.
Just sit to quarantine. They called back and say, you don't have COVID. And I was like, but so by the time they called back in 2 days, I felt like trash. I said, you're lying. Something's wrong.
Yeah.
So I went back to the hospital. I had to talk to the vice nurse and talk to the physician, told what was going on. It was like, you need to hurry to get back. So I went back to the ER at, I think, Walter Reed by this time. And mind you, they in all these space suits look like Outbreak. You seen that movie. They said it came in.
Yeah.
The doctor came in one time. So when he left out, they did all my tests. He called on my phone. They won't come back into you again. They don't waste the PPE.
Yeah.
They call you on your phone while you lay in the bed and so they said, you have double pneumonia. Whether if it's bacterial or viral. So we give you 2 antibiotics. And we need to, find out this is not your worst. This is day 4. You haven't reached your peak yet. And I was like, oh my God. And mind you, I'm barely breathing like this. Laid back. I mean, I have a picture I think I put on Facebook today I was like hunched over. My son took it. Like I couldn't even sit up straight.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So, yeah. And so I went home and every day I noticed my breathing was getting worse, but I was so scared. So at the same time as when I was let me back up. Once I had pneumonia, they tested again, went to my brain again, a little further this time. A couple of days later, they came back and said, you're positive. So from then, at the same time when I was positive, I was feeling like the antibiotics I had took double. So it was making me sick all over. I was throwing up. I had diarrhea. I couldn't walk. I couldn't eat. I could barely breathe. Then they called me from the hospital at the same time. My mother had to go on a ventilator. So I'm her next of kin handling her medical affairs while I can barely hold my head up. So I couldn't medicate myself and go to sleep because I had to listen to my phone. So I had to kind of go through the pain without any medication because I couldn't miss my phone.
Right.
So went back and forth through that. She was on the vent. They kept telling me, she was going into shock, having problems regulating her pressure. And so I started having like PTSD. My phone would ring and I would start crying because I never knew if that was going to be the phone call.
Yeah. About your mom.
Right. And so outside of that, the health department called you every day. Public health called me every day. Charles County called me. The military called me every day asking for my symptoms because they wanted to check to see what new symptom did I come up with. Yeah. Horrible. I got so tired of answering the phone. And if you don't answer, they'll call you back.
Wow. Until you answer.
Yeah, they're going to keep going until they especially make sure I'm alive. So I had problems breathing, but what I did, which probably wasn't the best thing because it caused some long-term damage. I wouldn't take deep breaths because when I took deep breaths, I could feel that pain and I would start that coughing. I was like, it's like I used to taking shallow breaths. And I was like, as long as I could do that, I'm good. I don't want to go back to the hospital.
Right.
But as soon as they see that, they'll want to start, putting people on vent. And I said, I'm okay. Yeah. And so I kind of sucked it up and and I said, if it's going to get worse, it's nothing I can do to control it. Like I'm not going to be able to breathe at all. So I'm just going to, when it gets to that point, then I'll just go. And didn't get to that point. So I was okay. So again, just trying to get through, passing out on the toilet. I had to, and I know it's graphic, I don't care. I had to have my laptop table in the bathroom with me and a pillow to support me. So when I used the bathroom, if I passed out, I had something to go on to.
Damn.
And one time I had to, my husband wasn't in there with me. I think he was at work, and I had to get off the toilet and lay on the floor until I felt strong enough to kind of crawl into, because we have 2 masters. So I isolated away from everybody, quarantined away. And so I made it back to the bed. When he was there, he was sitting, by the bathroom with a mask on to make sure I could go. It was the worst thing of the sun. I couldn't eat. I lost 25 pounds.
Damn.
Can't tell because I it's right back. I found this shit a couple months later. So lost weight to the point where it was visible. When I went back to work finally, one day I had to go in for something. It was like, damn, you lost weight. I was like, oh, was it that bad? Right. They didn't realize. I said, yeah, I had COVID. They was like, oh my God. I was like, yeah, it's real. And so my mother at the same time I was recovering, really briefly, she lost her kidney function from COVID. And mind you, she was completely independent, driving, living on her own. She lost her kidney function, from COVID. When she came off the ventilator, she couldn't talk, she couldn't move, she couldn't do anything. She was just like a vegetable laying there. So I had to make a determination, is that, regarding her quality of life. And she had mentioned that right before she got vented. She was so nervous. And she said, Wendii, what about my quality of life? And so that made me cry because I remember hearing her voice with this BiPAP on, like this, and the nurses are like trying to get me to talk to her to go on the vent. And so then now I see her in this position that she didn't want to be in.
Yeah.
So I called hospice. I stopped all her treatment, brought her home, and basically looked at my mother, try to watch her die. You know, I had to while it was weird. She would never sleep. Like she would just look around, but she wouldn't talk. Nothing would happen. Like she couldn't do anything. Couldn't move.
Yeah.
Occasionally, like her hand would move. And I would look over like, you can go to sleep so I can sleep, shit, you know. And she would. I told her that she knows this whole story. She doesn't remember anything, but she's aware.
Yeah.
And so I'm on the phone in the recliner in the room with her while she's in the hospital bed at home, picking out her funeral clothes, her attire.
Oh man.
Like, what do I dress her in? Because I think I need to do this now because I'm not gonna be able to think. And I'm like, it's countdown because I know I have 7 days before she passes because I'm stopping her dialysis. So in my mind, like the kidneys are shutting down. I can see a little swelling. You know, that's what I had to go through in between wiping my tears. My kids coming and crying. And so one day I got my husband to help me move her because her head was like this. And we slid her up and something said, shit. I said, but you say that? He said, what? I said, oh, I don't know. Okay, well, help me lift her up a little bit more. So he slid her up. She said, ouch. I said, what the fuck? Mom, did you say something? She was like, yes. I said, oh, wait a minute.
Was she still on the ventilator at this time?
No, this is when she was home on hospice. Mind you, she was waiting to die. Yeah, this was hospice. Like we stopped all her like life-sustaining dialysis.
Oh, gotcha.
So when she started talking, I said, what's my name? She was like, Wendii. Like she was whispering, like something clicked in her head to say something.
Yeah.
And she would have passed away. Because right then I had to call the ambulance. Now my hands are shaking. I'm on the phone crying. They're like, why are we coming to get her? I said, bitch, listen, tell you something. Like all the questions, just come on, send it this way. And we need to have this goddamn discussion on the way there.
Right.
You know, so they come in there and then mind you, because she was post-COVID, these motherfuckers taking all that time. They got to get dressed, put on. And I get it. I mean, I understand it. So I'm just saying, I was like, come on, y'all gonna hurt and get her. You know, and so finally get her in an ambulance and she's looking at me and hold my hand. And I'm crying like, am I doing the right thing? Are you gonna get better? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still questioning myself. Are you okay? Should I send you back? Like, is this it?
Yeah.
But when she got to the hospital, I told him again what was going on, and then she started talking. It started coming back, so started moving. So now she's still trying to relearn to walk. It's been since March. She still haven't walked because she's so weak still.
Right.
She's one of the few COVID people that still doesn't have a taste. She can't eat. It's been since March. So she hasn't had a full meal since March. Not one. She may have a forkful of this, then she gets nauseous. She may drink a little water. That's it. She may drink Ensure. So she's lost like 70 pounds.
Wow.
So she's in rehab now.
Okay. So some of this, so the symptoms is like, did you lose your taste and your smell?
I didn't lose my taste and smell. I just didn't want to eat because I didn't want to eat. Right. So I could taste, you know, my husband would bring me like grapes and fruit in the morning because I had to eat something with the antibiotic. So I could taste that. I didn't lose it. I was just nauseous. I just didn't want to eat because of the medicine. So I didn't lose my taste or smell. Did not. I just had vicious diarrhea.
I know, Wendii. I know you for a good time, and you've had a lot of medical, problems throughout your time that I've known you. Was this?
Damn, I ain't sickly, Bryan.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, had your prior conditions affected this a bit more than it would have?
Honestly, no. I think the only thing that it's affected or more is like I have fibromyalgia, and I used to always kind of bluff it off because I hurt all over, but so what? That type of thing. You know, I still keep moving, doing what I got to do. Sometimes I have a flare, sometimes I don't. But now I notice I'm hurting. I just don't feel well all the time. I've had issues with like fluid in my lungs and pleurisy and back and forth, and I smoke cigars. I'm not supposed to, but every now and then, you know, it's either smoke or smack. So which one you want me to do? Right. So, but I'm trying to behave. But yeah, I really haven't. And so a lot of my things in the past were like acute things. Like I had appendicitis. Well, they fixed that. I don't have it anymore. So I was in hospital for that, or different little things. Like I've had a surgery on the foot or whatever. So I never had any real medical conditions. But COVID is playing with. Now I have high blood pressure from that. I have hypertension. So you because of all the stress.
Right.
Long lasting effects do remain from that. Like, now, so and we about to switch, but is it possible to get it twice? Because I heard something like if you got it once, you good.
No, you can get it twice.
I don't know, but you never know. Maybe there's no documented cases or enough for somebody who got it twice to say you can. But I am in the process of giving my plasma to Walter, donating to Walter Reed.
Okay.
It's like the viral antibodies. I'm just lazy. I haven't pulled my records because I have to show that I actually had it for them to say, okay, come on. So I'll do that next week. So, but other than that, I don't know.
Well, we glad you're here. You back to
Yes,
yourself,
we are.
normal self. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look,
That's
I was
like
looking at her live. When she was live, even when she was going through this, she was still cracking jokes and everything. Like, man, this is a strong woman right here, man, for real.
People didn't, it's the only way to get to people. People thought they still think it's a game.
Yeah.
Worst feeling ever. I almost lost my mother, so it was horrible.
Yeah,
I think I had it back in February. I think I had.
Everybody say that, but I had something similar in December. But what I tell everybody, no, you didn't, because this is 50 times worse. I had a severe upper respiratory infection in was October, November. I forgot when it was. In the hospital, fever. Nothing compares to this. Not even the flu. If you have a solid case, now there are people that don't have any symptoms at all. Some real light, but if you actually have a good, strong case of COVID, I've never felt this shit before in my life. So combine whatever you had, plus then you could lift your head off the pillow.
Well, let me tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this on Dudes Talk Shit. If I get it,
oh damn,
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna put my mask on. I'm going to invite the prettiest woman. I'm going out with a bang.
Damn.
Oh Lord.
I ain't playing. I'm good. Look, I'm in all right shape, but I'm 5'6". I'm a little overweight. I'm not obese or anything like that.
You're obese, nigga, because that's what they called me. We all gonna be obese together. Damn.
Look, I can still see my dick. So I ain't that obese.
Good to go.
So look, TJ just hit me. Let me tell you the excuse he get. I'm gonna blow it.
The excuse.
10 minutes. He's watching. My gym mate is fighting on Bellator right now. Give me 10 minutes. So he's watching an MMA fight, knowing we had this show tonight. So he said he'll be on in 10 minutes.
I'm watching SmackDown. I have it on mute. You can watch it and do this at the same time. It's not that hard.
Well, look,
you can put it on DVR. Whatever.
Right. Have one ear in, one little thing in, and kind of have it back.
It's him. It's the man child.
I was talking to Wendii earlier, and Wendii says she has a friend, and they are like crazy together. So before we bring this man on, I want you to introduce this man so we can bring him on.
Okay, this guy, I've known him for some years, and I feel like it's my brother reincarnated. This guy's a fool. His name is Kelvin. I don't know what nickname he want to give him. Let him do that. But he's from Georgia, so he got the country tang in his act. But that boy's a fool. Passa. There we go. So when we get on social media together, let me tell you, some people hate it. They be like, "Oh, here they go with that bullshit." So when I said the dude talk shit, I said, "Let me call the number one shit talker that I know, my brother Passa." That's him.
Passa, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
Hello.
Passa, you got your libations with you?
Yeah, I got a little something right here.
You know what? Let me go and refill. I gotta go refill.
You should have had your refill beside you. You got caught slipping.
Yeah, I sure am. Yeah.
I'm playing. You look, I'm going light now. I started to have a little Uncle Nearest, but I didn't want y'all to see hairs popping out of my titties. So
We won't see all that now. We won't see all that.
You like a woman with some titties and hair on the titties. Y'all gonna stop that lying to me.
We don't want to see all that. I'm like, speak for yourself. So.
I don't like that freak shit.
Well, I'm big brother though. So I don't
big brother. Okay. I get that. Yeah, I know that. Well, welcome to the show, man. It's good to see you.
Appreciate it. Glad to be here. My sister gave me a call, and she was like, "Look, this is what we've been talking about. You got 10 minutes." What? 10 minutes?
Make it happen.
So I did what I had to do, and here we are.
So what's up with this name, Passa? Where'd that come from?
Okay, so what Passa came from was can't walk like the spread. All right, and I'm from Georgia, so we don't have pastors, we don't have preachers. We got pastors, right? So
we got a guy on 420 Printing Radio named Passa Green.
See,
so I want to know what that name.
He a different kind of passer though.
I'm different. Yeah, I'm different.
He gives you the word from the street, not the word from the
I like to bring the word, and when I bring it, I bring it raw and uncut. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's where Passa come from. So it all depends on what Passa you gonna get, though. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, hallelujah.
Amen, someone.
Amen. Amen again.
So what's a typical conversation y'all talk about when y'all going out and everything? Like,
it depends on our audience. You know, we belong to a few organizations, and sometimes, you know, we have to correct some activities, some actions. Some people don't think the way that you know, we feel people should think. So sometimes you gotta, you know, just put it out there and listen. It's so funny. Pastors say I'm going live. Church is open at 12, p.m. like we said during the midday. And Bammers will come from, pulling up chair. I'm waiting on, volunteering to collect offering, and I'm the AV minister. You hear, and they sit there ready for the word. And then evangelists get in there. That's me. They be like, "Oh shit," because I'm saying, listen. We are equal opportunity offenders.
What do you get? The evangelist.
Evangelist. Equal opportunity offender. I'm getting them all 18 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy. If you can see, you for me. Yep. That's what we do.
So, Pastor, let me ask you this. So where you at? You in Georgia now?
No, I'm in Virginia right now.
Virginia. Okay. So how long have y'all known each other?
Back when you said I stole your lonely meat, let's count back before that.
That was probably like 2014.
So it's been before that. Because when I came in around, what was that, 13 when I came in, so 13.
2013.
Yeah. And we've been rocking together ever since.
And when we met, it was almost like, damn, that girl, that cool as hell. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because you know how you see how many dudes in. Okay, 2 of them, 3 of them. You know how we do, right?
Yeah.
You see new meat or whatever, you go, okay. But
I was they call me fresh meat. I ain't like that shit. The fuck is that? I'm ignorant. I can't never do right.
Oh look, it's just starting, man. Wait till the liquor start kicking in. It ain't kicking in yet. Not yet.
Oh, we simple sober. That's my motto. Be simple sober, but it always better with a little liquor. Man, shit. Let me call one of my vodka.
So y'all met, you saw her and you met her and you was like, okay, and then what happened?
So we met and we started having events and stuff together. We were, cross paths or whatever. Do I need to turn my mic down?
No, you good.
Okay. And you just get that feel, you know what I'm saying? You automatically get a feel for somebody, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, that girl cool as hell right there. So, we just started tripping. Yeah. So, we just started tripping, hanging out. We see each other, whatever, and the bond just came from down, you know what I'm saying? And we
Unbreakable, freaking frack. They be like these two.
Yeah. When I go on, they already be looking for the evangelist, and if she go on, they look for Passa, and it's like one of those deals where we flow off of each other. You know what I'm saying? There's no script. You know what I'm saying? We just get on there, and people just get what they get. Some like it, some don't.
I live for the ones who don't like it. Because guess what? They can't go nowhere though. They won't turn off. They won't get off the live. They stay right there.
And they'll be back next week.
Huh?
They'll be back next week too.
Yeah, and waiting for us to say we're going live again. They right there. They might not like it, but they can't resist it.
I saw, when you go live and I'm on, I tune in every time. When you go live, like it was one time you went live that I was dying laughing. You and your girl, y'all was dancing or something at your crib, and you.
Oh, I remember.
I was drinking, and y'all was dancing and twerking at the crib. Your husband was in the background, and y'all was just getting it in. You remember that?
Oh, so that may have been my birthday party. They have a Wonder Woman cape on and shit.
No. Y'all was just you was at the table. Y'all was drinking, and you was just going in, and y'all was twerking this motion. Y'all was fucked up.
You said that's why I remember the fuck you talk about. I was fucked up.
Okay, it's fucked up.
I don't remember that bullshit.
And then last week you went live. You and the husband went live, and you was going in.
Man, let me say something.
You did him wrong that day. You did him wrong that morning.
I was in the car. I remember that.
Yeah, you did him wrong.
This how I started. He called me afterwards like, God damn. I said, listen, man. So the thing was, I took my car to the car wash. I normally get it washed. Sometimes he'll wash it, which is nice, but he might not clean all the way or whatever because he's got to get the vacuum down. And if he's just busy, he wants the outside to look nice. But sometimes I don't mind getting up on it Sunday morning, going to run my errands, get my car washed, get my coffee, do my thing. So he won't tag along. I'm like, listen, I don't have. I told him in the car, I don't have time for your shit this morning. I want some Sunday. It's my self-care Sunday. What does that mean? I said that means I'm gonna take care of self.
Right.
I didn't say us, nigga. I said self. But he wanted to ride, so I was already in that. See, I was already fucked up. He should have said, you know, babe, go ahead on. We even got down to the curb, and he was like, well, I want to hang out. So shut the fuck up. Come on, let's go. So we go and, get the coffee and then, go to the car wash. I forgot to cut the automatic wiper feature off on the car. As soon as you a drop of rain come down the windshield, they start up.
But who forgot though? Who forgot to turn it off?
I said I forgot, motherfucker. I didn't blame him. I admit that. I forgot. I mean, I admitted it. You know what I'm saying?
So it was your fault.
Oh my! Yes, I'm gonna go ahead because he go three dudes talking shit already. Yeah, it was my fault. It was my fault. You know what I'm saying? And so I forgot to cut the shit off. But see, I've been because he threw me off. If he didn't have his energy right there, my brain would have worked. Muscle memory would have kicked in. But he fucked me up. So I forgot to cut the automatic washers off. We go through and instantly I hear something pop off and something stopped moving. I was like this. The whole through the car, I was like this. I was like shit.
Well, hold on.
He still talk about it. I said, Dennis, I don't say nothing. Well, you didn't get master, shut the fuck up. I'm sitting like this to the car wash. So I get out.
Before you go,
nothing. Go ahead.
I don't mean to cut you off. We're gonna get right back to that. I want to introduce y'all to the other co-host here on Dudes Talk Shit. TJ, the Chicago kid. Today he's I'm not reading that for no man. Nah. Today he's TJ. Y'all read that right there.
The sweaty bike rider.
Yeah. He is the one who gets banned on Facebook all the time. In Facebook jail every day. Twitter kicked him off about 4 times.
What does ban mean?
Ban means you done said some shit that they don't appreciate.
I don't even know what I did.
You always do some shit.
I don't even know what the fuck I did.
Yeah. So this is TJ, the Chicago kid, everybody. Or TJ, the guy.
Go ahead, read it.
We got Miss Wendii B here, and we got Passa here, and of course, Bryan, one of our original co-hosts, Bryan 3SL Lives is on here. Miss Wendii was telling us about the story about her on live this past weekend with your husband. Go ahead, keep going.
Okay, hey, the sweaty bike rider.
What's up, baby?
What up, homeboy?
So we pull out the car thing, the bay, with the whatever, and the right arm is just asleep, like it said, fuck it. You go get your drink, right? And so the left one was off. So the actual blade was just stuck to the middle of the wood. So I said, oh my God damn. So we get around. Now I'm cussing. And the Hispanics look at me like I'm stupid as shit. I'm cussing up a storm. So I still had to go to another part so they can clean the inside. So I'm like, just hurry the fuck up. He was looking at me like, what should I do? Just hurry up, clean my car. Come on, let me go. And so he's still with my husband. I told you, if you let me do, I cussed his ass out. Anybody ask you, say shit. I told you if you to let me. See, that's what set me off. If you just be like, babe, don't worry about it. We're going to look at it. But he had to come with this. Say, I told you if you'd let me. That's why he got cussed out.
Well, but what he was saying, though.
Look at this shit.
But what he said, though, he was right in what he said, though.
But it's how he said it. He could have said, babe, don't worry about it. And let me look at it when you get to the house.
But that's just the way you interpret it.
How the fuck did you misinterpret somebody saying, see, that's why you should have let me. You can't misinterpret that.
I'm just saying.
Bryan, come on, somebody gonna be on my side.
Let's put it this way. I've had conversations with people where the dialogue needs to be, especially you don't want you have to say the right dialogue at the right time, that wasn't the right dialogue at the right time.
Knowledge of forethought. Think about the situation. Gauge your audience and say, if I say this gonna cuss me out. That means I'm not gonna get no ass. Yeah. Whatever you want to say. He didn't do those things. He didn't gauge his audience.
Well, see,
so he got cussed out.
Here's the thing that you said, and I had to take his side on this. You said pussy was payment or something. You said,
yeah.
I was like, I didn't say that.
You said that.
What did he say about the pussy? I can't remember what it was. And I was like, I don't know what it was. I can't remember now. See, and I don't even get high like that. I don't know what I might be drunk. I don't remember. But I think somebody else had said that about pussy being payment. He was like, it's not. No, he said it belongs. I told him he wasn't getting out of some shit. And he was like, how can you keep something for me that belong to me? I said, this don't belong to you. That's when I was like, this don't belong to you. And he was like, you can't make pussy a payment. Yes, I can, and watch me.
No, you can't though.
You can't.
If they hold it off, that's holding off payment.
Hold up, y'all men. Sweaty bike rider. TJ, y'all have never withheld dick for somebody because you felt a certain kind of way or they didn't do something you wanted them to do.
I never did that.
I have.
You
I
held
have.
dick?
Yeah.
So, thank you.
No, I ain't never did that.
Off the principle, right? Because you don't want the person to misconstrue the dick for an acceptance of stated behavior, correct? So you hold back until y'all,
No, it ain't that I'm holding back. It's just that you did some shit that pissed me off, and I don't want to be bothered with your funky ass.
That's different though. That's different when you don't want to be bothered with them. You're not just holding back just to say you ain't getting it. Now that's different.
So you ain't never said no dick when y'all arguing.
No,
like I said in the video, y'all beefing. You talking no dick.
No.
You gotta take
like
me
this.
to that other level of anger before I tell you. You know what? Nah, we ain't. Nah, don't leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? But if we just have a little this, I ain't withholding no dick. No. If anything, I'm gonna use it as punishment.
Oh my God! I'm
gonna stick it. I'm gonna stick it in your ass. Now warn you.
Wait a minute. I'm not. We can do a whole lot of other shit. I don't feel like you got people playing my ass. It's a whole lot of other shit to do. A whole lot of other shit we can be doing and playing in my ass. That's that bullshit.
Oops, my dick in your ass. Oops.
Yep.
Oops.
Nah, it's too late by that time. You be incapacitated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shit don't. Let me tell you something. That my bad, wrong whole shit. That will stop everything for about 35 minutes. Because I got for one, I'm gonna ask myself for the first 20, did you do this shit on purpose? Then if it's still throbbing down there, then I really don't want to fuck around. So it's gonna take me a minute to get my mind back together.
Hold on, did you say 20 minutes?
Yeah, that shit hurt.
Hold on.
You did it on purpose. Give me a minute or 20.
So it's in your ass for 20 minutes before you be like, wait.
No, I didn't say that. I said that whole wrong hole. You gonna pull it out. That's what as soon as you try to get it. One, it's not finna slide in. Like it's just not gonna slide in over here now. Oh, I ain't no undercover. Look, it ain't finna slide in. There ain't no light work over here now. God, they ain't finna slide in. Okay. Now you might find a hole and halfway get, but I'm gonna fuck you up in the process. So you gonna pull out, and I'm just gonna take me up 20 minutes to get my mind right from that.
Okay, it'll take you 20. Okay, to get your mind.
Let me see if you did it on purpose because we didn't have a discussion.
Well, let me ask: are you speaking from experience?
Yeah, you know, shit. Come on now. I will not sit here and lie. I mean, I've been in relationships, or encounters, not even relationships, encounters with a man. Period. And things getting hot and heavy in that wrong hole. Slim, I will stand up and go put my clothes and go sit in the corner. Because something ain't right. You overstroking, you doing too much. You think it's bigger than what it is. I don't know what the fuck, but calm down. Sit there and think about what you just did for a minute while I soothe my asshole. Give me a minute. Okay. I feel like in a minute. Give me a second or something. Don't even eat my pussy. Give me a second. Let me think about what I'm doing. Let me just get my mind right for a minute. Just give me a second.
Think about how you liked it. You probably ended up liking it.
I didn't like that now. I didn't like that shit. I know. I've done it before, plenty of times now. Well, let me back it on up. But it's just not something that I don't do. I don't do it. My husband's, is a Muslim. He's totally against that shit. Look at this nigga that refreshes his damn beverage. That's something we don't play around with. But I don't miss it. It doesn't feel good. It's a whole lot you got to go through to get to that feel good spot. And I just don't have the energy. I ain't gonna sit there and lie. It's a whole lot of relax your muscles and a whole lot of KY.
That's why you drink before you do it.
Then you might as well just. I need a whole lot of drink.
Yeah, you take a whole lot of drink then. You know what I'm saying? It depends on, and plus it depends on the dude. If the dude ain't really packing, is like, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Then you're not gonna bring a average and bit better. You're not gonna come up. No, I want to be able to shit and hold it back. Okay, I want to be able to be somewhere and can't make it to the bathroom, and I'm okay with that. Okay. See what I'm saying? I don't want to be in a car like, oh shit, I can't make it. I don't want that. I know people that's like that, and I'm like this.
Well, I think that's like if you constantly doing it over time.
Some people love that. Some women I know prefer that. Mm-hmm. I say it's because you ain't in the walls.
Well, hey,
you got me fucked up.
Well, that ain't gonna be me, but if she want it, I'm gonna give it to her. I want to switch topics real quick, man. I want to go to something I saw today, and then I want to go to everybody. Ask y'all what's something you want to talk about. I want to talk about your boy Joe Biden, and I'm not a political dude. I really don't like talking about politics at all.
Me neither.
But this nigga, this old curmudgeon.
What you call him?
Curmudgeon. There's a source for that word.
Yeah,
this dude, he needed to stop. He needed to like I told everybody, I said, we're fucked. Like at this point, I'm getting to the point where I might just vote for. You're gonna make me vote for Kanye because either way, look who we got. We got the person in there now. Then we got this fool who talking all types of shit about black people even before this, and then he fuck up and say this shit today. Oh yes.
What did he say? Because I haven't been tracking. I'm doing another process, so my brain is stuck somewhere for like 5.5 weeks. So I don't know what's going on.
You about the comment that he made to the reporter?
Saying that black people are what is it?
Aren't as diverse.
Yeah, aren't as diverse as Latino
Americans aren't as diverse as the Latino community.
How the fuck are Latino community? How diverse they eat the Goya eat mother? What changed?
He needs to pick his vice president quick.
Real quick.
I mean, real quick, because
he needs to shut the fuck up quick. Is what he
that and pick a vice president quick.
But real, I don't want to vote for Trump, so he can say a whole lot of dumb shit, and I'm still gonna vote for him.
Well, let me tell you something. That goes to show you how many people hate Trump's fucking ass for this dude to be in the lead right now. The hate for Trump is more than Biden shit. That's how much
we did that. Yeah, because we did that shit when it was Trump and Clinton. People didn't want to vote for either one, so we fucked up, and whoever didn't vote, and so basically gave Trump the vote instead of just voting for. And me, I was like, just vote for Clinton. Fuck it, me. Or I don't know what the fuck to do. Don't vote. Whatever. Now I'm like, I'm voting for anybody who's running against his ass.
That's ridiculous.
That motherfucker got my vote.
Let's be honest, y'all. I mean, the problem with what Biden say it sounds fucked up, but it wasn't inaccurate.
Yeah,
it wasn't inaccurate. It sounds fucked up because when you think of African Americans, you think of 3 classifications. You think of Caribbean, African Americans, descendants of slaves, and you think Africans. That's it. That's it with us. You got Puerto Ricans, you got
Haitians, Dominicans,
Brazilians.
Right. So what he said, it came off wrong. It wasn't necessarily.
I think it was just in the climate that he said.
Yeah, it was just him saying, and like you say, he need to pick his vice president quick. But here's my theory. I think Joe Biden wants to pick a white woman.
He better not.
I really
don't want He better not.
Amy Klobuchar. I really do because what's the fucking hold up now? You said you was gonna pick in June, then you was gonna pick in July.
This is August.
Then you was gonna pick this week. This week.
Like in 3 months.
You still ain't picked. What's the fucking?
Do you think he should pick a female? Do y'all really think he should pick a female?
Yes.
That will help him.
Yeah.
Not out the options that we're talking about. No.
I think he can pick. I think he can pick the motherfucker from Weekend and Bernie's and still be Trump.
I know. I just don't want people to have a reason to not pick him because there's a female vice. Like that's my problem. Like they could be strong, but then here's another reason why some ignorant motherfucker be like, "Oh, I don't want no female vice president." Right. Bitch, we just need the president right now. I don't worry about the vice president. Goddamn.
I don't think personally. I don't think Biden is going to be Trump because the vice president that he's going to pick is not going to add anything to his ticket. Everybody keeps saying he needs to pick Kamala Harris.
Oh God.
She started out strong, and then everybody just completely forgot about her ass. Why would you go pick a loser?
Right.
Why would you go pick? She's not going to motivate black people to go out and vote for him.
No.
Hispanics are not going to vote for it. So why would you go after somebody who can't bring black people to the polls, but definitely not going to steal the white folks away from Trump? So he has to pick. If he wants to win, he got to pick a white woman. But
that's unfortunate.
But he's stuck with a bunch of sisters. And the sisters that they giving him, it ain't a great bunch. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with nobody, unless it's Susan Rice, somebody who got some kind of executive experience.
Right.
It ain't gonna be that goofy motherfucker from Georgia. What's the one with the big buck teeth?
I don't even know her name.
Stacey.
Yes.
No, you have never seen a president of the United States with fucked up buck with big ass gap in their teeth. You're just not gonna see that.
It's not. She's not. Unfortunately,
she's not
presidential.
Aesthetically
pleasing. There you go. And we're very society. That's how we are. Yeah.
You can't get a mayor.
Right.
So that leaves Warren, Susan Rice, but he's not going. He want to pick that old crabby ass white woman, Amy Klobuchar, and that's why he keep going back and forth with his decision. It's fucking August, dude. You ain't picked yet.
Let me say something. I got a little I got a little crush on Amy. I got a little crush on Amy Klobuchar.
Oh, so you like that old white woman to beat you? What you want to do?
No. I just like the way she crossed her legs. That shit turned me on. I seen her.
Okay.
She was having a debate one time, and the way she did that old.
Did she have a cup of tea in her hand? Did she have a cup of tea in her hand when you was looking?
Take a sip, whatever it is you're drinking. Please kill a glass.
Yeah, this motherfucker when she crossed her legs. That's how the black. That's how we lose our black men.
Yeah.
Y'all see they got them legs like this.
The mayonnaise is tart today.
You know I ain't gonna fuck with her. I mean, I fuck her, but I'm not gonna fuck with her.
Lies, you gonna fuck her? That bitch gonna hypnotize your ass. You be sitting like you got finished drinking some tea.
I'll be a rich motherfucker. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm not gonna be mad at you about that. Then fuck it.
but here's
I'll fuck her too for that shit.
I'm gonna tell you, the vice president, whoever he chooses as vice president,
be president within the next
year. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be president. That's why whoever he chooses president is vitally important for him, and for whoever's going to vote for him.
It's not that they only vitally important from him. They have to bring something to a ticket that's going to lure those white people who generally who on the fence about vote for Trump.
Yes, that's the key, right?
You got to get them, and if you don't choose a ticket, like these people are still on the fence about. If you're still on the fence about Trump, first of all, you're a fucking idiot. You either need to know if you're gonna vote for him or if you're not gonna vote for him. But if you're undecided, he needs somebody that's gonna steal. He's not really gonna steal those white people that voted for Trump. That's still out there cheering for Trump. He's not getting any of them. What he has to do is pick somebody that's gonna get the people that didn't vote to come out.
Excited.
You're gonna need the Hispanic vote. To that was voting for Trump to hop back over the fence, and he needs somebody that's gonna motivate black people. Black people will be motivated by a black woman of some substance.
I was going to say that.
He's not gonna pick no black woman of some substance because he ain't gonna be president. You know, if he get a black woman with some substance, she gonna run all that shit.
Trump, I'm gonna tell you.
Senile ass down. I got this.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you when Trump is gonna come back on him. As much as I hate to say it, right after the first debate. This is why they don't want him to debate.
He can't debate. Yeah, he can't debate.
Did you hear him on these interviews? He don't even remember what he said 2 days ago.
That motherfucker said Yosemite.
Did you hear that shit?
I said, what the fuck? I almost thought he was right. I was like, Yosemite.
They're trying to keep.
I don't personally.
I asked my daughter. I said, "Baby, what are you trying to say?" But you know, we from Georgia. We mix up every damn thing.
I don't think they're gonna. I don't think Trump gonna debate him.
You don't think
Trump has not followed any of the conventional rules of a president?
No,
he's not gonna debate him. He's not. It would be fucking suicide.
It would be, they're gonna avoid that debate as much, and they're already trying to pull out of him. They had 3 scheduled, and now they're trying to pull out because they know. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, I ain't a Trump supporter, none of that. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be straight up. If he went into 3 debates with Trump, he would get slaughtered.
No, he wouldn't.
Yes, he would. Because he don't even remember what he said.
Biden would get slaughtered against Trump.
When you talk about you talking about a man who has been vice president, who's came close.
Right.
Who had for 8 years. The only thing Trump will be able to rely on is if his cognitive abilities simply just dissolve. But if they get to talking about shit about policies, if they get to talking about shit about
that's the shit I want. Yeah, Trump can't talk. He can't do shit but read. Barely can do that.
Joe Biden will watch him. The only thing Trump will be able to do is play the I'm gonna talk shit about you game. But when it comes to the technical aspect of running the country, Trump is a fucking idiot. He don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Dog, it doesn't. Yeah, he's a fucking idiot. But here's the thing: he knows how to fucking win. And here's the thing.
He don't know how to win. What are you talking about?
In a debate,
because people didn't want Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton so that's why the black folk was Hillary. That's why he won.
Dude, she lost states that Barack Obama won. There was states she didn't even step foot in at Barack Obama.
But she thought it was easy because she thought that shit was easy.
She just had this sense of entitlement.
Yeah.
That she was going to be president and that Trump was a joke. And people, she underestimated how much they hate the Clintons. That's what happened.
Because people still hold on to Trump from what is that show? You're Fired. What was he on? What was that show?
The Apprentice.
Yeah, Apprentice. Because when he first came out, and I was like, I used to like Trump because I didn't know anything about a lot of the backstories. You know, I didn't know about what he was doing in New York and this and all this other shit.
Oh,
I'm the Apprentice. So I was like, he's a businessman. Okay, I don't know if I like this or not, but I'm a businessman. And some people took that and held on to it the whole time. And then I had people on my page arguing because they were so dead set against Clinton for what they happened 20 years ago and how she was bundled up with somebody else that was dealing with, you know, the whole genocide of this, that, you know, they were so tied to that they couldn't even see what they were doing. So it was like you had two piles of shit. Which one you gonna vote for? The one that don't think the most, I guess. I don't know. And that's that's how he won, because we got so focused on this person and what they did and making it super penalties and super crimes for drugs. And I mean, you know, they got on the whole thing.
Well, I'll tell you this.
Biden, let me tell you something. I know where the fuck I'm about to go.
I'm gonna have a debate party. The first debate, I'm having a debate party. I'm gonna have.
They're not gonna have nobody because they're not gonna debate. Trump is not gonna debate him, dude.
If they do, I'm gonna have peace.
They ain't gonna put Trump on no stage with Biden. They ain't
can't
gonna do
think
that.
on his feet.
They probably do it virtually since they don't want to.
Virtually, yeah, he's still
Virtually,
yeah.
But then, you know what's going to give it up? They can't
Yeah.
do it virtually because if they try to slip a teleprompter, it's going to show that he's trying to read something, and that
Yeah.
will
You know that big can't read.
He cannot think on his feet.
Trump
You
is
know
not
that big
going
can't read.
Trump is not going to debate him.
His team tell him not to debate. His team.
Trump is a performer, and he performs to an audience. And if you don't have a fucking live audience, and he just sitting in the room talking shit, it's not
Start breaking out very, very, very nice.
It's not working. His fucking people and Trump are not going to debate it because he's going to be like, "What the fuck? I need to debate crazy." Trump don't do shit normal.
No,
we ain't figured this out yet. He's not going to follow the rules.
He's a jackass
him at all.
So what about Kanye, man? Who voted for Kanye?
Oh, fuck him. Simple motherfucker. He needs some medication, period. His wife needs to hold back some pussy until he takes some goddamn medication.
And she go with that pussy hold back.
Goddamn medication.
Holding back pussy is the answer.
It's the answer to that. It's the answer to that.
What's crying for him?
You hold back the pussy.
I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't pay Kanye to come get all those votes.
That's what.
That's what I'm thinking. I bet that's what they did.
He had an interview in the New Yorker where they asked him, he basically admitted that I'm in it to take. I can beat Joe Biden.
Ball at the table.
His entire premise. He just make it perfectly clear. I'm here to beat Joe Biden. I'm not here to beat Trump. I'm not necessarily trying to be president.
Thank you, but why?
From Joe Biden. And what we have to do with Kanye, because see what happened when Kanye do all this stupid shit, people started talking, these motherfuckers with these online Everest College psychology degrees start analyzing him and blaming shit on his mother died. We need to ignore Kanye. Period. When Kanye do some shit or some fuck shit, we need to completely fucking ignore him. Act like he don't even exist.
Right.
That way, if you take attention away from him, he'll go back to what he's doing best, which is making music instead of trying to make social commentary, make political statements. Kanye needs to be fucking ignored, and people need to stop making excuses for his behavior. Talking about mental health. You motherfuckers ain't even got goddamn all your credits for high school. You got a motherfucking social promotion. Stop acting like you fucking doctors that you didn't psychoanalyze this dude. He's just an attention whore, and we giving him attention. He needs to be fucking ignored.
And he winning.
Yeah.
Because every time he do something, we blow it up. And when I say you know what I'm saying? We blow it up. And then, like he said, everybody's like, well, he ain't been right since his mom. Well, he should have went somewhere.
He should have ASAP.
But
and then we walk around and make him a billionaire, buy all his shit, make his motherfucker a billionaire. Now his mind's untouchable.
This is what I don't understand. Nobody had he ain't been right since his mama comment for his behavior. Between his mama died and between he started doing that fuck shit with Trump. Nobody said anything when he jumped on stage and took the microphone from that girl and said, Beyonce.
They didn't blame mama for that. They just said he was talking shit.
Nobody said anything until he was interviewed. Who was he interviewed by? Was it Jay Leno? I think it was Jay Leno. He went on the show and Jay was asking him about his mother and hit him. He like, oh yeah, I can ride this shit out. My mama's shit. But ain't nothing wrong with that motherfucker. He just doing what he can do to get attention to himself, which generates eyes on his family, his wife's shit. I'm tired.
You know he's fucking his wife brand up too. That bitch trying to get his ass committed. But she fucking his brand up too. She like, you can fuck up my brain, my money. Hold up.
She's thick of it. She said, hold on now.
Yeah,
All,
she's trying to have
honestly, all this could be perfect for the next season of keeping up with the Kardashian. That's all pretty much what it is. Because if you saw that video where she's crying and it's like perfect visual
in the car or some shit. Right.
Yeah, it's just like, come on. This is
guess what? Now it's going to bring a new audience because you have the 20-some Generation Z, whatever it is, that watch that shit because I can't stand it. But now my dumb ass will watch it because I want to see what the fuck you're saying to his crazy ass.
Honestly, I agree with TJ, which is rarely. I ignore this stuff. It's just ignore this shit. So he sets a distraction that we don't need.
Look, if a sex tape, if your stepdaddy becoming your stepmama, if your brother having a baby with your sister's ex-boyfriend, I mean your sister's ex-boyfriend's baby mama, if that ain't destroyed this brand or if that ain't hurt his brand, Kanye is not gonna hurt their brand. All it does is bring attention to them. Yeah. But we do need to ignore his ass. We need to ostracize Kanye, kick him out of the community, let him go on about his business, and do what the fuck he want to do over there because he ain't been one of us in a long time.
No, long time. I just came out with them teddy bears on the album.
With the teddy bear? Oh,
yeah. When we first came out, he had the teddy bear on the album. He ain't been with us.
College, whatever it is, the College Dropout.
Yeah. College Dropout. That was one of my favorite albums he did.
That's what I said. He ain't been with us since then.
Yeah, you're right.
I got in front of my page. I always say recipes Kanye. So he fucked me up every time he posts that shit because I got to go to the internet and see if this nigga really died finally. And I'm like, shit, you being funny. He's like, nah, he's just dead to me. I said, okay. So I keep going.
All right. So let's switch hits. TJ, you got something you want to talk about this week? I know you do.
Come back to me. I pass. Because I'm still after I just watched this fight, so I'm still kind of.
Yeah, you still look like you
well, speaking of fighting, I'll start this. Could please explain why we're seeing two geriatrics of Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. fighting? I want to see that.
I want to see that
dude's ass.
Why? Why you want to waste money on that? Are we that desperate?
Mike is. You see him his workout. Mike might do something with Roy.
Why?
I'm
asking why. Why you want to see this?
Why not? The same reason why you want to see cosplay porno. The same reason why you want to see that shit. It's interesting to you. I want to see this. I want to see old Mike come back. You know why? Because Mike fell off and had a lot of shit with him after some years. Yeah. He turned around his life. He's in great shape. I want to see him knock a motherfucker out, just so we can say
it's going to come out of
a bang.
After this, nothing. All you're going to see, to me, it's like celebrity boxing. That's how I see it. It's like after this, it's like, is he going for a title run? Because I don't see that. I mean, to me, it's
probably got a good purse. They probably got some good money for it.
Good money for him, and that's it. And it's entertaining for those who miss. Mike Tyson.
He out there playing with the Sharks and shit this week, ain't he?
The Sharks.
What, the Shark Week or something out there?
Oh yeah, he got his off. He gets on cut off. That's fucking the first.
Let me ask y'all something. And I don't know. So explain this to me. Are they gonna be wearing headgear in the ring?
No.
That's insane.
They changed the rules.
They changed it.
They're gonna wear 12-ounce gloves and no headgear, which makes it pretty much a real fight.
Good.
Because Mike gonna get his ass in the first round.
He's gonna get an ER.
If they were wearing headgear, I wouldn't have got the shit. But now that they're not wearing headgear, I'm getting the shit.
Yeah, that's a fight. That's a real fight.
Here's the funny part. Y'all giving Mike so much credit. Mike is going to get his ass whooped.
Shit.
Here's why.
Shit. Roy got titties.
The last time Mike had a fight was in 2005. I know because it was at the Verizon Center in DC. He quit on his stool against Kevin McBride. I was there.
What the white dude, right?
Right. I paid a lot of money for them fucking tickets, and I made sure I threw a drink on this motherfucking ass. Roy Jones, on the other hand, even though he fought 2 years ago. It's different when you sat on your ass for 15 years and you blown up to almost 300 pounds and you trying to work your way down and you're 53 and you smoke weed every fucking day. Mm-hmm. So those little 2 to 3 second clips that y'all looking at, that's good and all. But is he going to be able to sustain it over a 3-minute round? I don't believe he can. Roy Jones don't smoke, he don't drink, he don't abuse his body, and he's still been training for the last 3 years. Mike Tyson just got in shape in the last year. So if y'all think he's gonna go in there and just run over Roy Jones, that's not gonna happen. He's gonna get his ass. The first time he get hit, he gonna remember why he quit 15 years ago. I don't like getting punched. And you know what? Let me go sit my old 53. And he's gonna be 54 when that fight happens.
Damn, so he'll be about your age at that time.
Oh shit! Pastor, what you got this nigga? He always shake his head like shit. What's wrong, Pastor? What you think?
I don't. I mean, hey, I ain't got all the particulars. I don't know all that, right? Me just going off of what I see, I think Tyson's gonna kill that dude, man. That's just what I say. You know what I'm saying?
He got something to prove.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen him working out lately? Man, that dude fight game still A1.
Everybody looks at the workout. It's the workout. Look at his workout.
He's 53. He will be 54 years old. Remember, he has what you have not seen. What you have not seen is Mike Tyson sparring, which means that
I saw one. Yes, he was sparring.
He had somebody throwing punches at him. They just blocking them. He has it's look. I used to box. It's different. It's different for a young man.
See, that's why I said I ain't want to say that. See,
you're 53 years old, dude. You're not getting in there. And Roy was just a professional fighter 2 years ago. He's still in the gym working. Mike just got. If you look at a video of his hot boxing with Mike Tyson a year ago, Mike Tyson was fucking fat. So all you see was him get in shape. That don't mean he in fighting shape.
I'm listening to TJ because him and TJ around the same age, so TJ would know.
God
Hey, that's why I hear. You know what? I don't know. I'm just gonna sit back and listen.
No, I'm going with Mike. Let me put it like this: I'm going with Passa. I'm with Mike. If Mike get past the first, if Roy get past the second round, then Mike is done for. But Mike got to get him early. He got to get him early. If you don't get him early, that's a wrap. That's what I'm ordering.
That's what I'm thinking. He gonna come out. He might get him early because he can't go around.
Roy is going to remember. Mike Tyson is 5'10". Do you think Roy is going to stand there and let him throw them combinations to hit him? He got to be close to him to hit him.
You talk about Mike Tyson last fight. Have you seen Roy Jones' last fight? He looked like shit.
But he fought. It's different when you can throw a 3-second combination. Can you sustain that over 3 minute round? I know for a fact Roy can fight a 3-minute round. Can Mike Tyson fight a 3-minute round?
That's just like saying somebody ate dinner, but all they had was Vienna sausages. They ain't food just because they ate.
Right.
Mike Tyson had steak and potatoes. Yeah, it was 15 years ago, but he ate good.
Let me put it this way. When Mike Tyson was a professional fighter, the last 2-3 years of his professional career, he was some garbage. He lost to Kevin McBride. He lost
But you don't lose skill and technique, though.
Yeah, you do lose skill and technique over 15 years. Can you do the same thing? Can you ride a bike or like roller skating? I used to roller skate my ass off when I was.
I don't know how to ride no bike.
I went to Atlanta and went to a skating rink a couple of years ago, and I almost killed my fucking self because I hadn't been skating since I was little. So just because you was good at something 15 years ago, and you try to pick it up now don't mean.
45 years ago, let Trump say it. So you talk about 45.
You can't do shit 45 years ago. Come on now.
45 versus 15. God dang.
Get hit, and he gonna remember. This is why I quit the last time I fought.
But what happened when Roy Jones get hit by Tyson though?
One time
Roy Jones has been hit. Roy Jones has been training for the last.
Tyson though.
Tyson got to get that, and Tyson has to catch him, and that's all the difference.
You better pray he don't get caught.
This is how we gonna settle this. Who got who? I got Tyson in 2 rounds. Bryan, who you got?
I say it's a draw. I think they're going to go the distance, and it'll be a draw, and everybody will be happy that they got their money's worth, so quote unquote.
Wendii, who you got?
Tyson in 2.
TJ, who you got?
I got Mike Tyson not coming off the stool for the 3rd round. He quit.
He's still mad about that.
Damn.
He's mad about that.
He's still in feels about that shit.
If the fight in you is going where you will quit on the stool, then you don't have
That was more mental than physical. It wasn't win. That was mental.
That was 15
Exactly.
years ago.
he
Yeah,
had
Then he was at the
yeah,
Verizon
and
Center.
he
He
had
had something going on in
a
Maryland.
white boy hitting him that wasn't hitting him that hard. Roy Jones can still fucking punch. He's still fucking fast. He's going to hit Mike, and Mike is not going to like it, and Mike is going to quit. He's going to quit. I promise.
Leave your emotions of the last fight out of it. Who you going with?
Who you got?
Mike is going to quit on his stool and not come out in the third round.
Okay.
Pastor, who you got, Pastor?
I got Mike in too, man.
There we go. So we need to convene again, all of us in a month.
Okay.
It's September 12th, right? I think the fight is. September 12th. I'm ordering the fight. We're gonna convene. We're gonna come back in a month, and we're gonna see who's right, who's wrong. All right. So let's go into the next one. Wendy, you got anything you want to talk about?
I don't even know. I mean, I've been out of the loop for a few weeks
That's
on some Secret Squirrel shit, so I'm down for anything. I don't have anything particular.
What's Secret Squirrel? What's that?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That sounds like some swinger shit. What's going on?
What that is?
I was thinking of the cartoon.
I gotta keep it quiet. I can't talk about it.
Right.
But I don't think I was told. I don't think I was told not to talk about it. I don't think it's not this serious. But you know, I just keep it in the wraps until I'm finished with it.
You gonna come back?
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah.
Pastor, you got anything you want to talk about?
Man, what y'all think about this upcoming football season?
Oh, is there gonna be one?
Well, we're gonna take TJ out of this conversation because he don't even talk about it. He don't even watch the NFL. He haven't watched the NFL in 2 years, right? Am I right?
Oh yeah.
Do you watch college? You college? Nothing. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
I'm going. The only thing that I'm thinking about this upcoming football season is how the announcers are going to sound when the Washington football team.
But we can understand why it's like that, though. People get we have to do it that way until we finish the process, the league, the legalities of it all.
So you're a Redskins fan. I mean, a Washington football team fan.
I'm a home team fan. Yes. So they suck ass, but I'm a home team fan.
Talking about the what the fucks?
Oh, and it's what fuck does. It's not what the fuck does. God damn. Get it right. It's what fuck the.
The Washington what the fucks.
And you gotta remember that DC public schools, education there. So that's what
DC public schools. Now wait, goddamn it.
Getting good now.
So
right. Do that. I hate Cowboy fans. Especially DC born and raised. Southeast. Like you can't get no more DC than Southeast. Southeast born and raised. Dallas Cowboy fans. Them motherfuckers ain't been nowhere near Texas other than Texas Avenue Southeast. But yet them motherfuckers swear by Dallas. I can't stand them. I hate them.
So just because you were born in DC, that means you got to cheer for
home team.
The WTFs.
Go to Ravens. Go to Philly. But you go to Dallas,
Ravens, baby.
Go to that's what I'm saying. Come on, home team or somewhere close, but you just go to Dallas because that is a rivalry. Like, that's the dumb shit.
So let's go ahead, Bryan. Go ahead.
I think I view it as this. When I was a kid, I had a lapsed moment of being a Cowboys fan because of the
1969 season.
Yeah, and 9 years in their history. You're making me older than TJ. That's wrong. But
being a young.
Yeah, yes, you are.
Bryan's such
my
a nerd.
thing is the fact that because we've seen them all the time, we figured it's like, okay, I picked Dallas because that's who I saw on television a lot. As I gotten older, I start noticing more of the teams that I want to like. Me, as of today, I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. Was one thing I hate Daniel Snyder. Ever since Daniel Snyder owned that team, I just own the Redskins.
What do you mean as of today? But you've been a Raven fan.
I've been a Raven fan when they came in, but I was trying to be a Redskin and Raven fan. But Daniel Snyder just after he fired Marty Schottenheimer, I was done with him, and I felt like the Redskins are going to
switch teams. You just switch teams every couple.
No, I didn't switch teams. I try to support both. But then I just fully went on being a Ravens fan.
Both DC can't stand Baltimore.
See, that's the thing. Everyone's saying you can't. Shoot, I know Jets and Giants fans who support both teams. I know people who support the Mets and Yankees at the same time, which I don't know why, but they just do.
You know why? Because it's home team. It's still the same thing. It's home team. That's the
now, as for the Cowboys fans, mind you, the Ravens rivals the Steelers. I can understand Steeler fans in upper Baltimore, upper Maryland area coming down and the Steeler fans up there, I get it. But when you go further south into Maryland and I'm seeing Steeler fans, that I have a problem with. It's kind of like
you have a problem anything when you're a Ravens fan. And
of course,
all the way. But you was born and raised DC or Maryland?
But the Redskins play in Maryland.
Oh, you don't count.
I can see that.
So y'all ain't really Redskins fan. They play in our state.
Yeah, they play in Maryland.
I got mad when that happened. That don't mean I didn't fuck with the Redskins. I hate that we went to Maryland. It didn't make sense. We should have just redid RFK or at least went there temporarily.
So here's my thing. This is what I've been fantasizing about. I can't wait till week 1. When the Eagles score a touchdown, they be like, touchdown Eagles. When the Washington football team scores a touchdown, what they gonna see? Touchdown football team. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait.
They're gonna say touchdown Washington. Don't get the acting cute, goddamn it. You gonna stop that bullshit. They're gonna say touchdown Washington.
Touchdown football team.
Talk about
football team scores again.
I bet you there will be an announcer who'll say that. I will bet you there will be one announcer who'll say that.
Y'all ain't got no name.
Redskins are like my baby daddy, my baby father. Like I don't fuck with him. But
at least he got a name.
No one else can talk about him. Like, I don't want to talk shit about my baby father. I mean, I can talk shit about him, but I just don't want nobody talking shit about him. Like I know he's stupid. I know he's some garbage. Yeah, I picked the motherfucker, but I don't want y'all talking about him.
But at least he got a name.
He got a name though. At least
motherfucker is his name.
But no, he got a real name. The rest is football team.
Yeah.
But it's legality, so we can't get mad. We can't clown them knowing it's something that they had to do.
Okay, so speaking of football team, how y'all you know what I'm looking forward to, and I went there. The Rock purchased XFL. I'm looking forward to this shit. The XFL was doing great before, and then
I don't know why Vince bailed, dude. I don't know why he bailed.
I don't know either.
I have no idea why he bailed out on the league.
Who? Vince McMahon?
Mm-hmm. I don't know why he did it.
This
is what I know. Money though. He was,
and I was in the wrestling business. And I know people who actually know Vince McMahon. From what I heard was that it was either XFL or WWE.
Oh,
and WWE is tanking right now. They say that the networks ain't even happy with them no more.
There's no way he could have during COVID. There's no way he could have kept both up. So he screwed his commissioner. He really screwed the commissioner, Oliver Luck, and he sold it for $15 million. $15 million, dog. That ain't, to us that's a lot of money, but to The Rock that's like chump change. Mm-hmm. He sold that shit.
He can make that up in his next movie.
So my understanding, here's what I heard about the XFL, what it's going to be like. It's still going to be real football, but you seen Ballers on HBO. Mm-hmm. They're going to do a lot of behind the scenes shit where you actually take the cameras into the owner's box and you get the owner's actual reactions and shit like that. The Rock is serious about this shit. Him and his ex-wife own it now. So next year, whenever they come back, it's coming back. It may not come back in all the cities that it was in, but it's coming back. I'm happy for this shit. I'm glad.
Are these players like washed up NFL players or people that didn't make the draft? Like what are these?
Yeah, they're pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm okay with that.
Honestly, I kind of agree. I mean, I know Trump, he's been to, I think, one of the games, right? And I saw some on television, and it was like, it was entertaining. Mind you, I remember the XFL back in 2001, but here it was just nice to see new teams, new logos, interesting game, and it was entertaining, and that's all it was. I like TJ said, I'm surprised at why Vince gave it up, but I understand the fact that finances at the time was going to hurt. When especially Vince, who has been trying to get his hands in not only football but also in multimedia entertainment, movies and things like that. He was stretching very thin, so he had to go back to his bread and butter and save that.
I get that.
All right, well. Let's move on to one of our last topics here, and me and TJ talked on this on the last episode 48. I have a birthday coming up. I'm trying to figure out where the fuck to go for my birthday.
The fuck stay home.
I thought we already decided on where you.
Yeah. I'm like Dominican. Me and TJ. He told me about the DR. And the place down there I should go. So I'm like 90.
Is it open to travel? Can we?
Yeah, they're DR, and I think
the DR is open.
Yeah, I think another Caribbean place.
Please don't drink no liquor from your room. Don't drink that bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh no, bring my own shit.
Especially after what happened
But look,
Right.
where I'm going, where we talked about last week, if you know what we talked about, look at last week's episode, I ain't got that problem. So, but I'm still thinking, I'm still giving other places a shot outside of the country.
Oh, okay.
Like Mexico, like Cancun, what else? Somebody was telling me Cabo, what's it called? What's it called?
Cabo.
Cabo.
What birthday is this? This one, let's start with
It's my
53.
Huh?
What birthday is this?
33.
So that's my point. You're doing
33.
for odd ass 33. But if you don't set your ass down to 35 or 40, like 33, what the fuck is that?
Who said 33? Who said 33?
Me.
Oh God.
33.
In his heart, he's 33.
Oh, he's 43.
Yeah, 43.
Well, I don't
Actually,
think
he's
I'm
63,
43.
but he doesn't want to say.
You may not look like you 43. We said you
Yeah.
keep moving nose like
I
that.
was 45. I said,
That you
okay,
keep doing
my
your nose
mind
like
don't.
that, that's
Y'all
43.
kiss my ass if I do.
Oh, so when you 43, this is what you do with your nose.
Yeah, that's when you start scratching your nose. Yeah.
Okay, fuck it. 43.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
So it's a great birthday. Every year that you're blessed to see it is great. But with what's going on right now, sit your ass still for this year. It's 43.
I can't. I gotta go somewhere.
Okay.
I gotta go somewhere. I gotta go.
Okay.
I gotta do something. I want to be safe about it because people still going places and shit. And they coming back and they cool. I'm not going to hot ass Miami. Now I'm not doing that.
No,
Way hot,
I had a trip planned to Miami. We had to, refund all our tickets and shit.
Yeah, I'm
It
not.
was just too hot. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's too hot. Ain't nobody down there.
No, how could I go somewhere?
I'm not doing that.
Would be right.
It was DR, it's Jamaica, and then it's like Cancun. Those are my three choices.
I like Jamaica.
I wanted to see if anybody in here that can sway me away from going to DR.
I can sway you away from I can sway you away from going from Cancun in Jamaica. Because
You already did that. I'm talking about can anybody sway me away from going to the DR?
I think the DR is the safest right now. Looking at
It's the only one. It's the only country. One of the only few countries except here.
The safest place to go now is Jamaica. Jamaica has less than 800. Jamaica has less than 800 cases. They have almost 700 that's recovered, and they've only had 10 deaths. Jamaica actually has the best numbers out of the three.
And they still letting us in that motherfucker?
No
We was locked over one time and just opened back up then.
Yeah, I just came back from Jamaica like 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, you did. You did just come back from
I just came back from Jamaica and Cancun.
Oh, we had to put that out there. He came back from Jamaica and Cancun.
I came back from the grocery store. What the fuck?
I got married in Cancun.
Okay.
And honeymoon in Jamaica.
Oh, so you're newlywed.
He just got married.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations.
It's his sixth wedding, sixth marriage.
I'm Ann. Look at my face. Y'all know me, Ann.
So he
went
went
to whoop your ass, Trump.
I didn't say that.
What she say?
She said she gonna whoop your
No,
ass.
I did.
Yes, she did.
Put on camera. Niggas, put on camera.
No, she's in cleaning mode right now. Leave her alone.
Why you had to look when you said that though?
He had to get
I
approval.
want to say she's indisposed right now,
Totally different man. He got to get approval for everything he say now.
Damn right. He's married. Damn right.
See,
Damn
you
right.
know she gonna do that.
Wendy,
You need to ask her.
Wendy, what that mean though?
What mean?
You got to get permission just because you married.
No, I said
Yeah, because you know what?
I say what I want. I argue with her later. I argue with her about it later.
He knows that there's an argument because obviously,
But
if he didn't agree that there might be a problem, it would never be an argument because in his mind,
what you talking about? We got to get permission though. What that mean though?
It's not so much as permission, but we are an institution, so you got to watch what you say because you're a reflection of me, and vice versa. So don't be out here very much about
It's about. It's always about image. It's always about the wife's image more so than the man's.
Who came up with that rule?
That's wrong.
See,
That's
that's
like
why.
$1.
See, that's why you and
Record.
Jason got into it the other day on that lie.
Yeah. See.
That's just like that. See,
Y'all men are records out your mouth. You're the one say, "Oh, baby, you ain't got to do it. Calm down."
Ask your wife if pussy is a payment or
I didn't say that. Somebody else heard that on the live. Somebody else commented that, and I repeated it, and then that's when he started going on to my pussy.
I asked her that.
Okay, no, I'm just talking about
You don't want to put that in the atmosphere because she
you
might
don't withhold it as a punishment.
It's not about withholding, but if you are fucking up, don't think you're not finna get it. No, we're not doing anything. Get your mind right. We men and women are different. Y'all can fuck mad. We can't.
Well, I mean, when you married, it's
no, fuck you
about that. You have
fuck
to.
You. No,
when the man says open up, you open up.
When you married,
you're a lie. I could be mad if I'm married to you. That's why I tried to tell my husband. I was like, if I'm mad, if you did something, and here's the thing. He likes to he'll get over things at his time, and then if I'm mad, he want me to get over at the same speed that he would. It doesn't work that way.
That's how it should. I
don't care.
I know I came in on the tail end of that, but what you suggesting is that you use pussy as like positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement, like a dog. Like if a dog
theory, motherfucker.
You don't give him a treat.
You gonna know.
I
didn't say it. So what happened? Somebody mentioned it on a live. That was
she just seconded it. She didn't say it. She just seconded it. You just seconded it. You didn't say it.
I don't really agree that pussy is payment. No, I don't really believe it. And my husband said something to the contrary about you can't use pussy as payment because I own it or something. So that's how we started going back and forth with that. But I can say that if you do something and you're fucked up, no, we're not finna have sex. Because in my mind, I do correlate that with those things together. Like, I mean, it's just not going to, like, guys, y'all dick get hard. You don't care how mad y'all can fuck and keep going. It's different for us. Yeah, exactly. So am I wrong?
Yes.
No.
You just said you can fuck mad.
But that's two different things though. Just because we can.
Here's the thing. Let's cut this bullshit. You can fuck mad if you want to fuck. So just stop that shit. You want to fuck. I'm
gonna get a vibrator, get the same goddamn end result, and not have to look at your stupid ass.
So what you're saying is, which is I'm gonna call bullshit before it even comes out my mouth. But what you're saying is you're incapable of being horny when you're pissed off.
Yes, because in my mind, I'm not thinking about
that.
I ain't got to do that bullshit because
I'm not thinking about. That's okay. That's me. If I'm pissed off, no, I'm not thinking about sucking your dick. Now, if I am horny, you can get it from the back and go the fuck on. If my brain melts down for a second, I still want it. I'm so ignorant that I'm not gonna do it because I feel like you're still winning. You're still getting pussy, no matter if it's from the back side.
You're getting dick.
Yeah, you still getting what you want.
Be mad in this motherfucker. Period.
But you still getting what you want.
I don't need it per se. I can.
But she's not being pleased by it.
What you want.
That's not what I want at the time. If I'm mad at you, let me be mad until I get over it. But don't come at me with your hard dick. If I'm mad, if you legitimately did something, I'm mad. Don't come to me with a hard dick thinking that's gonna make it better. No, I'm not gonna suck it. And my eye might twitch for a minute, but I'm still mad. I don't feel like I'm not gonna do it. I'd be like, but no, when I'm still mad, fuck you. Because now you're gonna misconstrue me just being horny for I'm okay and I'm over what you did. Because then guess what? Then once we have sex, we're good. The next day I got to add to you like you still that bullshit.
As long as he get it from the back, y'all good.
No, I said if I was to do that and let you get it from the back, because I don't feel like all that fellatio and shit. Then you need to misconstrue the reason for the all this, and the next day I got an attitude still because I just was fucking, which is fucking for me, but I'm still mad at you. And then you're like, oh, you on that bullshit still? That was last night I thought it was good. See what I'm saying? And guys, please don't tell me y'all never done that bullshit before.
TJ, I'm scared to go to DR, man. I don't think I'm coming.
Don't tell something, motherfucker.
I already told you what the situation was.
Yeah.
You go when you come back, you're gonna be
depressed. Both y'all make me sick.
You're gonna be depressed. You're not gonna want to deal with American women for a while.
Oh my God.
You're gonna be texting, get international charges on your phone from
you think them foreign bitches are different from Americans?
Huh?
So you mean tell me the women overseas in Jamaica, wherever, they don't come with bullshit like American women do?
That's not what I said.
That's not what he said.
That's
putting words in that brother's mouth.
That's why I asked the question.
But you were insinuating.
And I'm saying that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that when he goes to the Dominican Republic, when he comes back, he's not going to want to deal with the bullshit that goes on with American women because he will encounter a different type of women who don't give him the same vibe. It's like if you deal with a black woman, you're not going to get the same vibe that you deal with a white woman and vice versa. Well, American women are different from women overseas. And when he goes overseas, they don't have, excuse me?
Are they looking for a green card?
Let me stop that bullshit right there. Let me stop that bullshit.
I'm gonna refill right now.
Let me stop that bullshit right there because
I really want to. Hey, TJ, educate me. I want to know. I hear this all the time, so I want to have a good conversation.
Okay.
What's the actual difference? And let's not look at big stereotypes. Let's be really honest. Because I hear that all the time. What's the difference between American, born and bred, white, black, whatever women versus women overseas? Do they cater to you more because maybe you are a prize to them because you are this American tourist that coming over with the potential of whatever they see? Because I've seen it happen. I've seen guys military, because me and Pastor military, and we've seen plenty of guys who marry these, Koreans or foreigners or whatever, because they don't pose the same issues that Americans do. But you get these bitches over here and they become Americanized and they don't. They're like.
We want half.
The golden ticket. They've already got the golden ticket to cash it in.
You just said it. The women come from overseas, from their culture, and the way they interact when they interact with male and female, and they come over here and they become corrupted by a system that tells women that they should go against men, and a system that says men should oppress women, and they get corrupted, and then their attitude changes. They don't come from systems a lot of times where you have that narrative pushed on them from children up into womanhood. You look at our basic program, it's always programmed as us versus them, women versus men versus women. And that toxic program that we put into children and raise them up to be adults, it's just
But where did it start from though, women versus men? It started from the men, with this whole traditional household format or whatever, or formula, when the man took care of everything and did everything, and the woman had to stay home and be the traditional housewife and then when women just started to say, I want to work, I want to do more, and it was frowned upon. The whole now movement, that's where this fight came from. Instead of just saying, okay, do what you want to do, it was fuck no.
You can go further back than that. You can say in the 1910s, teens. I mean, a lot of women were trying to write the vote then. They were trying to be heard then. I mean, It gets to the point where it's like, look, enough was back then. They said enough was enough. We want to be seen and heard.
And I think that the men make it the fight. All we do is ask for something, and when y'all say no, we just didn't stop fighting for it. So now it's us versus them. Y'all made it that way.
Well, I'm from Georgia, so I got it.
I think it's more well, for instance, like what you say, you from Georgia. The women in the South are different from the women in the North.
I agree.
The women in the North.
How are they in the South? Okay, enlighten me the difference between the Southern women versus the Southern Belle versus the City Slicker.
Southern women tend, in my experience, tend to be more docile, more submissive, less assertive as far as the nature of a man wants peace in his house. And you have women who generally have been raised to contribute to peace in the house, and you have women who come up in a situation where they're constantly challenging it.
So, Pastor, what are you saying? You say the same thing that you feel?
Yeah, because I mean, I look at it like and let me make sure.
That door's closed and locked.
The door closed. So my wife is from Ohio, right? I'm from Georgia. When I was brought up, my dad didn't do nothing. My dad went to work. He came home, took his work clothes off. That was it, right? He had dinner made, whatever he wanted. He took care of outside. He took care of cars and all that. That was it.
The man stuff.
That was the man stuff, so to speak. Whatever, right? But that's what he did. Mm-hmm. And my mom and stepmama, they did the quote unquote women stuff. They cooked, they cleaned, they did all of that inside the house. Mm-hmm. Now, let me look now. Okay, it's still shut. Nowadays,
you about to see a live ass whipping on air, y'all.
I'm here for all of it. I'm here for all of it.
So, but nowadays, it's looked as if the man should do everything or have his hands in everything, and there, and
you said the man has his hands in everything.
Yeah, and when I say that, like okay, if you see, the dishwasher or whatever that needs to be unloaded, well, baby, why you didn't get the dishwasher? Why you didn't do it? No, that ain't you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't. I'm not gonna say that's not what the man's supposed to do, but I got two girls in the house. I shouldn't have to do that.
Okay, well, let's tie this in real quick to wage earners.
Well, let me wait. Hold on, Wendii. I want to counter what Passa said.
Yes.
I got just hearing that. I felt like you just somehow been, like TJ probably said, programmed to a idea that feels like women should do that cooking, the cleaning, and that's it. And when a man comes home, he's I'm done I'm done. I did my work and all that stuff. I believe in this. Mind you, my dad thinks kind of the same way, but I was never taught that. I believed in compromise. I believe in helping out. I believe in pitching in. I do my share if you're willing to, helping each other out. That I believe in marriage. What marriages should be. It should be helping each other out. If you fall, I'm there to pick you up. If I fall, you're supposed to pick me up. That's what it's supposed to be. I'm not hearing that. I'm hearing more the sense of who needs to do this. That's what I hear.
That's how I was brought up. Right? That's how I was brought up. And like I said, I got 5 girls.
Mm-hmm.
All girls. Now, so my thing is this: if I'm taking care of the outside, the lawn, or whatever, I shouldn't have to come in here and now if I want to cook dinner, I'll barbecue, right? I'll barbecue, but I ain't gonna come in here and slave over no damn stove.
You want to eat, don't you?
It don't matter. You want to drive your car, don't you?
Okay, I do, and I pay for that motherfucker with gas in it. And wash my own car. See, that's how we got.
You want to drive a clean car? You want to drive a dirty car?
I wash my own car.
Miss Wendii.
Yeah, baby.
From
Washington, D.C., born and raised, Southeast.
You just making our point.
There you go.
No, that's the thing. You don't know how. No, totally wrong. So here I am. Let me tell you something. I don't mind gender roles, but I look at it like this. For the thing is this: like, if you have had a household and my husband, if he's paying all the bills and I'm not paying any bills, and he's out here working and I'm home, he's not going to come home to lift a fucking finger. You shouldn't have to. You're paying all the bills. I'm home. Yeah, you're paying all the bills. I'm not working. Say I'm stay-at-home mom. I'm not working. I'm a homemaker. You damn right. When you come home, you're gonna have dinner cooked, the clothes. Like, you shouldn't have any worries when you step inside the house because you're outside. You're doing whatever you got to do. I don't care what you got to do. You're doing whatever you got to do.
Come in the door.
I don't mind. Guess what? And I don't mind that either.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're taking. You know why? Because you're taking care of home, which means you're taking care of me. But
so you saying being that I'm retired and I'm home every day, I should be doing everything around the house. She shouldn't have nothing to do when she come home.
No, I didn't say that. I said if you're out working,
I'm a stay-home dad.
Home as a housemaker, so you choose to be a stay-home dad, but you're retired for a reason. So your thing is a little bit separate. But like here we go. When my husband first moved here, we weren't married yet. We got married, but he wasn't working. Like, he transferred. He left from Ohio, so it was difficult, his transition. But I don't clown him because when I worked, I didn't lift a finger when I came home. He cooked, he cleaned, he did everything. So that was worth his weight in gold. People say, "Oh, he stayed home." No, he did what he's supposed to do. I went out and work. I pay every bill in this house. I pay over $8,000 in bills a month. So yeah, I mean, you live hard. I live hard. So my thing is, I don't have a problem with that. So I didn't find him emasculating. I didn't think he was a bitch. I think he was a punk. He did what he was supposed to do because of the roles reversed. Huh?
So you said
supposed to do. You're not gonna sit on your ass and let me get close to the mic. And I'm going to work all day, and I come home and the dish is gonna stink, and I'm hungry. Supposed to do. As
soon as I walk in the door,
and my plate. I have pictures on Facebook where my plate was like this when I walk in the door because he wasn't. What else you doing all day, motherfucker? Scratch your nuts. Have my shit ready. Now he's back working. He's doing his thing. So I still don't do shit, but I'm just saying.
Damn, son. Look. Can't look. Well, shit. I can't even say I'm halfway drunk right now. Look,
you don't let the camera a couple times.
Yeah, come back to the camera like this. What the fuck is that?
I'm about to leave it again in a few minutes.
Back to where you're going for your birthday.
Oh yeah,
Y'all
hold on.
get away from good conversation. That's not good. Get on my nerves, CJ.
You get by. I was ready to get some deep sex talk, boy. Ooh, that we have to say that for episode 50. Because episode 50, we ain't talking about nothing but sex. The whole show.
Y'all, somebody need to tell y'all that y'all ain't all what y'all think y'all are.
What? We say that for episode 50. It's all sex episode 50. This is a milestone. 50.
I'm here for it. 50. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I might have to go in the basement for that one then.
If you don't want to come, you come around with your hand, come to the camera.
Oh yeah, okay. We gonna talk some shit and don't come on camera talking about shit that you do that you really don't do because we get.
Hey Bryan, we done had topics like this shit before on Love Language Radio.
Yeah.
TJ, what you been saying, TJ?
I was saying we were talking about where you were going.
Oh god damn!
So look, I am 98.7%
years old.
Going, no, I'm not as old as you, Bryan. As actually, Bryan, you're older than me and TJ combined. But look, I'm thinking about.
Look good.
I'm 98.7% going to DR, and after the last week's episode, it's going to take one hell of a reason to change my mind to go anywhere else. So, if I was to go to Jamaica, from my understanding, and I'm speaking purely from being naive here, Jamaica is more for like single women, right, or more for women.
Not necessarily true. It depends on where you go in Jamaica.
Yeah. Okay. Is hedonism still open? I haven't been in so long.
Right now, to go to Jamaica, the only thing you're going to Jamaica for is to completely relax. There's no partying. There's no turning up in Jamaica because
that's cool. That's right. I'm old enough.
No butt naked toga parties and shit like
it's really the island is just opening up and people are really apprehensive. I don't know why people in the United States have this thing about I'm scared to go to Jamaica to catch COVID. You are at more of a risk here of catching it than over there. But at the end of the day, unless you're just going to relax, Jamaica is not it right now. Mm-hmm. Even if you go to Hito, and I've been 4 times. Hito, I know a group that was supposed to be there right now, and they've all canceled their plans.
Because
So you might go to, if you would go to Hito, you be there by yourself. So you be walking around the fucking beach, but
just hanging by yourself.
By yourself.
They got the good jerk chicken on the news side. They got the good food.
Now Cancun on the other Cancun. When I was there in Cancun, like a couple of weeks ago, Cancun in town is quiet. No, it's not that bustling town where everybody is partying. Or not like that. You can go to the resort if you're going by yourself. If you're going by yourself, here's your options. If you're going by yourself, Dominican Republic. If you're going by yourself,
or if you're going with some your fellas.
If you're going with some fellas, Dominican Republic. Yeah. If you're going to take a breezy with you, then you would go to Jamaica, Cancun. Cancun is going to be less expensive. The flights are less expensive. The resorts are definitely less expensive.
How long is the flight to Cancun?
Flight to Cancun was 4.5 hours.
4.5 hours?
Yeah. 4.5 hours. It's not that bad. Jamaica's like a little. No, wait a minute. Cancun is 3 hours. Jamaica is 3.5.
So Cancun, so Jamaica's eliminated. Okay, so Cancun. So now we've narrowed it down to Cancun and the DR.
I say go to the DR, man.
That's what I'm
DR. Be done with it.
Yeah,
DR is going to be the only place really that you're going to be able to go and have fun.
So I'm going to come back and hate American women. I'm looking forward to that.
No, you're going to have an intolerance for them for about a good 2 to 3 weeks. You're going to have an intolerance.
It's going to take you a time to do it.
It's going to take you a minute to become reacclimated.
Yeah, reacclimated to it. Yeah.
So I made my decision.
Hold on, I just want to address something that Miss Wendii said earlier. There's some bullshit. This thing that sisters got that they try to program into our heads that women overseas just fuck with us because they want citizenship. That isn't remotely the truth.
So if you're going over on a vacation,
let me finish.
Go ahead, guys.
Don't want to even fucking come over here because it's too fucking cold to them. That's the majority. Everybody ain't trying to come to America and get citizenship like y'all seem to believe. That's just not. I was in Mexico when I was just there a couple of weeks ago. There's a young dude on the resort. He worked on the resort. He is born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. His mother and his father were Mexican immigrants. They citizens, so he automatically has citizenship. He left Atlanta and moved back to Mexico and said it was the best thing he's ever done. He said he does not have the stress that we have in America. He don't have to worry about the bills. The food is better. He makes enough money to survive. He's multilingual, so he's very marketable to work in a place like Cancun, Cozumel, the other places. Everybody don't want to come here like that. That's just not true. So do they want to get citizenship? First of all, it ain't easy to get American citizenship. You just can't marry somebody and they automatically get
it's not easy.
I'm
just trying to find out what's the draw? And if I'm Dominican, which actually I am actually, well, my relatives. So, but it's there. So my thing is, what's the draw? So if I'm Dominican, I'm in this country and I see this American I'm just that I want to give you pussy the first day, and I know you're a tourist, and I'm just gonna give you pussy and suck it. I'm gonna do all these things and just woo you and just. What is the end game for me as a Dominican? Just to fuck a tourist? What's the end game?
This is what I explained. This is what I explained to Trump last week. This is the sell point. Number one, the exchange rate is very beneficial to the dollar.
Bing, 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 bing.
A dollar goes a long way in the Dominican Republic.
Yes.
What we would spend in a club one night trying to drink at the bar and buying drinks from some skeezer. A woman in the Dominican Republic can survive off of for maybe a month and a half.
I agree.
So if you go to Dominican Republic, and this is where Bryan his eyes are about to light up.
Uh-oh.
You go to the Dominican Republic and you stay 4 to 5 days. Generally, I don't know who's been overseas, who vacation overseas, but normally you go get $500, $1,000 out the ATM machine. You go exchange it into America, to the country, and then you go and you spend it. If Bryan or Trump were to go to stay in Dominican Republic for 1 week and pull out $500,
that's no problem.
Trump would come back. Bryan would not.
Damn. Well, Bryan like freak shit anyway. So I don't.
Trump
put out 300 and stay over there.
I want to say this to degrade Bryan and nothing like that. I've been to the Dominican Republic. When I got on the plane and the plane took off and I looked back at the island, my tears started welling up in my eyes. I was fucking crying on the plane leaving.
Well, fuck it. I might not come back either. I might join Bryan.
When I left, if Trump will come back because Trump got his daughter, he got his business to run. I don't know what Bryan does, but $500 in 5 days in Dominican Republic, Bryan will live.
To get treated like royalty and come back here and deal with this.
But that's my question. We're saying that the women treat you so much better, but how do you know they don't treat you that way for 4 to 5 days? Of course they're gonna treat you whatever way because they ain't got to look at your asses for the rest of life. They're not married to you. You treat you the same way women treat anybody. If
you were a single woman, and the guy would take you out on a date, he would probably spend anywhere between $100 to $200 to take you to a nice quality place. The women in Dominican Republic, their rent is $40 American.
Oh, so the standard's lower. So here you mad because restaurants higher.
Not that the standard is lower, it's that the little that he gives me, he looking at it as little.
They're appreciative. So they're appreciative over there.
But this is a lot. So this motherfucker is willing to the $100 or $200 that he'll spend to you on a date, she can live off that for 2 to 3 months.
Oh, so appreciative
her. So she's like, I'm not gonna get this dude no grief because I'm wash his feet, I'm a towel clean. I've had women have
because I don't need a man to help pay my rent. Oh, I'm self-sufficient and I don't need to rub his feet and suck his dick at the drop of a hat. I'm a difficult. I want to say a black.
I'm not saying you're difficult. What I'm saying is your attitude. So say for instance, I'm not going to use you. Let me clone you and make you the single version.
Okay.
The single version of you will take more shit off a motherfucker that you look at his ATM receipt and you see 8 figures, you'll tend to take more shit off him and have a little less attitude than you would a motherfucker that you know got to work hard ass 40 hours a week. You ain't about to relax your attitude to a motherfucker that make maybe as much as you or less compared to a motherfucker that's a millionaire.
I stand on principle and say I'm a different breed. I will agree with you for the average female, but that's not me and Passa making vouch. I'm an evil bitch regardless what you make. And because I believe that my standard is my standard, and I don't care. I'm not gonna sell myself short because you make more than me or you this millionaire. Like you could kiss my ass.
I didn't say anything about selling yourself.
No, I didn't. You didn't say those words, but meaning when you say I'm willing to take more shit, not me personally, but the average. I'm gonna keep an average person.
Women tend to take more shit off motherfuckers that they assign value to. And sometimes those values.
Why should they though? And why is that wrong when they don't want to take shit?
I'm not saying it's not wrong. What I'm saying is if I got a choice between the motherfucker that's gonna give me a headache and the motherfucker that's not gonna give me a headache.
So you could cheat on me if you're rich, but if you broke, you better not.
You say what?
We see this every day. You could cheat on me if you're rich, but you better not if you broke. I see that all the time. I don't agree with that.
That doesn't make any sense. That's that don't make any sense.
No bullshit. We see it all the time.
I know we see.
Because we see it,
don't mean you're right.
I didn't say it was right. I didn't say y'all was right. But
I'm not saying that.
Let's be realistic. Rich men that are single tend to get away in the fucking dating game.
Come on,
I agree.
You see Jeff Bezos fucking around on his wife. Jeff Bezos come to you, be like, "Hey, what's up? How you doing? Let's go on a date." You gonna say no?
Yeah, I'm different. Yeah, you know why? I don't like that whole.
I'm not saying you as like you,
right?
But I'm saying majority, you in the minority. For the majority,
right?
Go out with Jeff Bezos.
Don't go.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Jeff Bezos.
I agree with that.
Multiple times, they probably gonna hope you get them pregnant.
And then on the flip side, men tend to be attracted to women that are more aesthetically pleasing to them. So if I'm dealing with a woman who ain't got the weave, who ain't got the fake lashes, who look like she keeps herself together, I tend to be more drawn to that woman than a woman that just completely have let herself go.
She could throw a tantrum and you find that shit cute, but let Magilla Gorilla do it.
Is when Trump hits the streets of Dominican Republic and he sees how women, even if they putting on a show, for the few dollars that he gonna have to come out of his pocket, he gonna have a better appreciation.
He gonna lose his mind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back here and be like, "Fuck you looking at."
Then
No, you gonna do that because they're not gonna look at your ass here. Shit, and if that's the case, you gonna look just like everybody else.
And then Bryan gonna tap his ID and his passport because that nigga ain't coming back.
Oh shit.
He's not gonna come back.
That's fucking. We don't have that privilege. We can't go anywhere and go.
Yes, you
You go to Jamaica?
Yes, you can.
Them broke motherfuckers. I don't want you because you and I was in Jamaica and I had this guy who worked on the resort. He was like, you know, Mom, you had your Jamaican bamboo yet? No, nigga, you.
Right. You said you broke motherfuckers. So you just went from money don't have no influence to them broke. I'm talking about not me. Generally speaking, as women, like you said, take me out of it. So if with women. We're a little. It's like you just got finished saying. So I'm trying to make a point a teeny bit. So let me just back it up a little bit. So here's the thing: go to Jamaica and just to get. You said that the women will appreciate you because of whatever, and you know the dollar goes further. The men in Jamaica only want to fuck. There's no appreciation. They want to check off. I fuck this tourist. Yeah. My point was when I was in Jamaica, that's exactly what one did. It was like you had a Jamaican bamboo yet. Like it was clearly he just wanted to fuck me. And I was like, what?
I'm a tourist. I don't give a fuck if you just want to.
Jamaican men just stand in front of you.
Hold up.
I'm just telling you what was perceived when you go.
If I'm a tourist and you fucking me just because I'm a tourist, do you think I give a fuck if you just fucking me because I'm a tourist?
Oh my God!
Again, that's men. Women, we want to have.
Ain't that what Stella went and got her groove back?
Hold on now.
Yeah, exactly.
If you go to Jamaica and you gonna care about the dude's feelings if he want to fuck you? In Jamaica, a whole nother country.
Unless you go with the mentality that you want to just get your groove back. Like I'm going, and at first Jamaican with a
going to Jamaica, of course. What the fuck?
I'm not gonna go to Jamaica to find no dick. I'm not take the ring off. Ain't gonna do with that. If I go to Jamaica, I'm going to relax, and because I've been there and I love it, and I want to go back. So even if I'm single or married, I'm not going back to get my back blown out. That's just not what about no Jamaica. Huh?
I'm going to blow backs out.
Exactly, we're different. Women don't go for that reason. We go.
You gotta stop that shit. Yes, they do.
Okay.
Women go to Jamaica to get their ass toe off.
And the DR.
You gotta get a groove back.
And the DR. Which is why I'm going, Pastor. I'm going to blow some backs out.
In Jamaica, nobody knows about their whole facts. So they ain't gotta be concerned. Like they are in America, in the neighborhood that they live, that everybody know that they doing hoe as shit. But women go.
I don't mind being a hoe. No, wait a minute. I used to be.
I came in late. Damn.
I don't mind being a hoe. Is what I'm saying. If I'm single, I'm just thinking like I can't do that though. I feel like I could be a hoe locally. Right. I could be a local hoe. Why I got to go to Jamaica to be a?
What I'm
local, everybody gonna know your business. If you local,
that's not a good hoe. That's not a good hoe. You good hoe, nobody know what the fuck you do.
No, somebody gonna know.
Women of all races and cultures go to Jamaica to get dick. And I'm gonna tell you how I found out. There's a club in the Grill called Jungle. There's a sign. It's the most popular club in Jamaica. I mean, in the Grill.
When I was there,
there's a sign on the door when you walk in. It says, "No drugs, no
niggers,
no prostitutes, and no gigolos." When the fuck have you ever seen anything that bans a gigolo? I've been to places, no prostitution, no pimps. I've never seen. Women go to Jamaica to not only get dick, but they pay for it. So to say that women don't go over there to do it is a lie. I've seen the motherfuckers at Sweet Spice, white women, got them 2 Jamaican men with fucking gold rings all on their finger and 30 tangled up gold chains, and they paying those men for dick.
Is that a fantasy though? That's they can't get here. It's a white women go because they can't fuck a nigga here. They don't want to be caught dead fucking a nigger here, so they're gonna go
nigger.
No,
this is what I'm telling you. They're over there, black, white, Asian. It does not matter because they're not comfortable doing that whole shit here in the United States. So they go to another fucking country where they never got to see this motherfucker again to get dick.
I go to hold on state and fuck who I want. I don't play no games. I ain't got to go out the goddamn.
Well, let me say this. Let's because we went way over. We went about 53 minutes over because the conversation was that good. But look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna end this now. Next week is episode 50. Now look, we've been doing it for 2 years, and how many weeks are in the year?
52.
52. This is episode 50 next week.
Damn.
So it took us 2 years to hit episode 50. Blame TJ. All right. So
you're behind. Okay.
But no, so next week is episode 50. Next week we're only talking about food and sex.
Yes, God.
I got a chef coming on next week. She's gonna talk about food. And then we also have some sex people on next. We talk about food, sex. We going into detail. I mean, deep.
Y'all scared. Y'all scared
with sex and food.
So that's the only thing I know now.
What'd you say, TJ?
I say I got to talk about it from a married perspective because that's the only thing I know.
It shouldn't change. Sex shouldn't change when you're married.
What? Woo! Hey, look, that
put a pin in that
topic. We
can put a pin in that. Sex shouldn't change.
No, it don't change
now, so we can talk about that. Pastor, you married?
That's the quickest way to get divorced when you do.
How long you been married, Pastor?
18.
18 months?
Yeah.
Woo! Damn, you've been long.
That's incredible.
My daughter's 18.
Is your wife black?
Right. Yes.
You got the patience of Job. I told my wife, I'll give you 10 years. 20. I don't know. Y'all acting crazy.
How many times have you been married, Pastor? Is your only marriage?
This is my second.
The second.
But yeah, the first one I got married when I was in the Marine Corps, and she was black. I didn't get overseas. She was black.
Okay. TJ, what marriage is this? This is number 8 for you, right?
Oh shit.
What did he say?
TJ, this is number 8 for you, right?
fuck you, Trump. This is my second and last marriage. Period.
Okay, I said that when I got married the first time. I got married in
You
2000.
ain't never letting all the air out of us, so that was never gonna work anyway.
Oh, that's Bryan with the damn dolls. See, the Trump got doll too.
I got who?
Mhm.
Oh,
I didn't even hear you, baby. No, I got married to a real human being.
oh, real. Oh,
And but see, I was like 21 when I was married too young. I wasn't ready. I was still going to strip club doing what the fuck I wanted to do. So that's
So
So
why
she didn't know y'all were married.
no.
I got married because she was pregnant. That's the only reason I married her. I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
What's up, my ex-husband?
Yeah. But I've learned now,
Oh shit.
which is why I haven't been married since. Because if I get married again, it's gonna be the real deal. And we're gonna talk about that next week too. Because anyway, but Bryan, this is
Your
How many times Bryan been married?
future wife gonna be an alcohol counselor.
that's
Damn.
cool. We together. We can go.
Bryan,
to
we
classes together.
found your wife yet? We're gonna fix that.
Bryan, tell everybody where they can follow you and reach you. Bro.
Let him go to Dominican Republic.
He go to DR. He gonna find a wife in DR.
He sure is. He gonna find several.
And you talking about he ain't coming back, nigga? I might not come back.
But I'm so glad y'all skipped me on that question about the marriages. So let's keep on going. What was you going to
Yeah,
say?
we're running out of time. We're running out of
We're
time.
coming back to you, Bryan. So tell everybody where they can reach you, man, and how many marriages you had.
I have never been married.
kids you got?
I got no kids because I'm smart. You can follow me on Twitter at Bryan3SL and BTB Pics on Instagram. And no, I'm not going to explain why it is that. So,
All right. So Miss Wendii, we coming to you. So you said the marriage question. What marriage are you working on right now?
5.
Hold up, you just number what? 3, 2,
5.
5 kids? What?
5.
5 marriages?
5 o'clock.
5.
Are they? Did you kill them? What happened?
Cinco.
$5 foot long.
I just divorced them all. They wanted to die because I divorced them.
So you trying to get to Elizabeth Taylor?
First of all, what's
That
wrong
was
with
my nickname. K-Walk, remember that?
What's up?
Elizabeth Taylor. That was my nickname a while ago.
Yeah.
First of all, I got a question. It's gonna seem like I'm sucking up, but number one, what's wrong with them? And number two, so this is number 5.
Right. Let me tell you an honest question. I had to really sit back and think, was it me or was it them? And it's a little bit of both. And the problem was, for a lot, I was picking the wrong person. And I was settling. Like, when we have time one day, I'll break down every marriage and why.
We're gonna have to do that on your podcast.
Yeah, I could do that. I'll definitely do it on mine. You know me, I'm an open book.
Yeah, because this.
But yeah, they love me more than what came with me. So they couldn't. They dealt with the kids because it was a part of me. So they couldn't. But when it came down to being a part of the kids, they had blinders, and it was only Wendii, and I had to. Long story.
Was your sexual drive too high?
Always. But that wasn't what broke us up though.
Because I gotta talk about that next week. I had a chick who I like to fuck, but she just that drive was too high for me. I never thought I would meet a woman whose sexual drive was too high for me. I'll talk about that next week.
Yeah,
So
that happens.
tell everybody about the podcast, where they can follow you, and when the podcast is coming up.
Podcast is scheduled to drop in, I think, into August, September. Like I said, I'm on hiatus right now because I'm doing something else, another project. But it's going to be the Midday Podcast, and Passa is going to be on there, and we're going to be talking a whole bunch of shit from A to Z. Try to break the monotony in the middle of the day. Instagram right now, I got to change all my stuff around again. Is at I think it's Miss Wendii B for everything, Twitter, Instagram, everything. So I hope it works. I need to go to make sure I change all my handles around from before. So I'm around. Oh, Wendii Burstion, the longest name ever. Wendii with 2 eyes, so they can find me. I'm around somewhere. Go look on Trump page. I'm on there somewhere.
You're on there somewhere. Just look for Wendii. She's the only one.
Wendii. All right, look for the braces. You can't miss it.
I heard about women with braces. They got to be real careful when they sucking dick.
Yes,
If you know what you're doing, you ain't got to be careful.
You got to be. You can get dick meat caught up in your brain.
That's not true. That's an unskilled bitch you talk to.
Right now, I'm having a bad moment thinking about my experience with a chick with braces. So can y'all please change? For like 30 minutes.
Oh, I got a bet. Oh, that's why I said
So
it.
my question, how does that work when the brace is on the outside of your teeth and the dick goes inside? I even have a
I want
retainer.
to finesse and do fancy shit.
Right. Exactly.
But you have to know your limitations because you have braces. You can't do the
You gotta remember, my dick is in your hands. You gotta remember that you got the braces, not me.
That's my point. So you gotta be careful with the super gawk 2000 2-hand twisted screen. You can't hit them like you really need. You got to be careful sometimes because when you on a downstroke, you might bring some flesh with it. You got to be trained enough to know what you're doing. Open your mouth a little bit, put the Vaseline in the corners and shit. So that way, when you stretch out, you're not tearing nothing and you're not feeling fatigued. Then that's how you get to slipping and pulling flesh. I can teach the class.
I played for like 30 minutes and I put her out of my house.
Oh my teacher.
You know,
let me tell you the pain of that. Have you ever caught your dick in your zipper?
That's what that feels like.
Worse.
Yes.
Worse than that?
And multiply times 2 or 3 or 4.
And then here's the thing: if she hits a blood vessel like she did, it's a blood vessel, and your erection won't go down, means that the blood won't stop squirting out.
Did you go to the ER?
Nah, I just had to jump in the cold shower.
Bring
it down.
Yep, in the shower, and I was out of commission for a couple of weeks.
Are we saying that?
I was out of commission for a couple of weeks.
She got the fuck out of my house.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't her fault. She was excited.
No, it was her fault.
My thing was she was excited and wanted to please you.
It was her fault.
Please shit. She know that that's a deadly weapon she had in her mouth.
Yeah.
Once she got excited, she was so passionate and enjoying his dick that much that it happened. So you gonna throw her out when she was enjoying your dick?
She should be lucky I don't press charge.
Hold on, let me step in. Until
you want somebody else to kiss her.
Until you have pet your clit in his mouth and rip the hood off, I don't want to hear that shit.
I might be a little salty, but I'm gonna have to have a discussion with him and say, baby, I need you to slow down because I need to keep that there. But I'm not gonna put him out.
No, she had to go. I had no use for her at that point.
She probably was sad. You didn't talk to her no more.
Well, then cry at home.
I ain't talk to her no more.
Y'all motherfuckers, you said cry at home.
Yeah, cry at home. You ain't finna cry him.
Y'all some terrible motherfuckers, Lord. She was trying to make love to you. She was trying to show you how she felt about you, and she just happened to nick something. You know, it was innocent. Just like when y'all be fucking from the back and actually slip in that ass. And that's what I'm talking about. We back.
You like that?
I don't put your ass out when that happened, though, do I?
You like that? You got all you need.
Like that shit.
Yeah, she went back to that.
All you need is
it's the same thing.
Go.
You was overexcited and you slipped, and then your dick went in the wrong hole, and it hurt, and I jumped out my skin. I didn't put you out. I said, give me 27 minutes.
But you went to the corner.
You can resume.
It went from 20 to 27. Jeez.
Yeah, but you went to the corner.
I gotta think about life for a minute.
So look, when we get off here, I'm exiting immediately. So make sure everybody give y'all social medias. Miss Wendii, we gotta have you back on here. You this was good. We gotta have what? On the next show, we gotta have you and Tierra on here.
Okay, I like when people talk shit to me. I like
Passa,
I agree with me.
You look, Passa, are you gonna be on the podcast?
Yeah, I'm here, baby.
So Passa, yeah. This is going to be exciting. The end of August or September, Miss Wendii, I know it's locked in. All I'm waiting for is a date. We're gonna push the hell out of that shit. It's gonna be funny. Afternoon shit talking in the afternoon is gonna be magnificent.
We need that in our life.
Yeah,
we do
Yeah.
for sure. So thank y'all for tuning in to Dudes Talk Shit episode 49.
Yes.
Thank you to Mr. Vince Russo for having us on the Vince Russo YouTube network. Also shout out to Ben Hameen. Shout out to Bryan 3SL. So Bryan, you come back next week, right? Episode 50. You gotta come back.
It'll be after the game time though.
See,
that's cool. We probably won't go live to 10 p.m. next Friday.
Oh, that'll be fine.
Okay, so next Friday, episode 50, we're talking food and sex. We got a chef coming in to talk about
food and fucking for 50.
Yeah. So Ms. Wendii, if you ain't doing that next week, come on.
I'll be right here.
Let me know. We'll let you know the exact time. Where can they follow you, man? How can they reach you and follow you if they want some wisdom from the Lord?
Hey, just hit me up on Instagram, KWalk478, and I'm on Twitter, KWalk478. That's all my Georgia area code. Yeah.
KWalt, KWALT.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm from Georgia. KWALT. Thank you,
Georgia. All right, y'all. So everybody, thank y'all for tuning in to Dudes Talk Shit. We will see y'all next week for episode the Big 50.
Goddamn right.
All right.
See y'all.